What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans and Portland Trailblazers fans? Welcome to TSR Sports as well. We have a huge game for the Spurs tonight, as every game is a must win, and it's not an April Fool's joke. It is being reported on Twitter, and I see it here on my NBA Team Pass. DeJounte Murray is a very late scratch, not an April Fool's joke, out with a respiratory issue. It's a non you know who 1919 issue. He's out. So I found out just now. You can see the starting lineups with the NBA Team Pass. If I hit up, it actually shows the lineups. Our lineup for tonight's Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, Joshua Primo, and Trey Jones. So we're going with the youth movement tonight, even more so for the Trailblazers. I don't know most of these guys. I mean, I saw them when the Spurs last played them. It's going to be Brandon Williams, Keon Johnson. That's going to be difficult with two Johnsons out there. Greg Brown, CJ Elleby, and former San Antonio Spur Drew Eubanks. But a huge night for Spurs fans. If they can win tonight, and if the Lakers can somehow lose to the Pelicans, who I don't think they've beaten this year, but AD always damaged, is back tonight. LeBron James apparently is playing. Who knows how long those guys will hold up, as LeBron's been dealing with knee issues, ankle issues, and then AD is he's always damaged. So we'll see. Thank you all for stopping in. You know the deal. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. So it's fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And as always, go Spurs go! And if you ain't down with that, I got two words for you. Turn north! This is a trap game, by the way. They just talked about how DeJounte Murray's out tonight. The Spurs are 1-8 without DeJounte Murray. They go, and as bad as they've been this year, they're 30-37 with Murray, 1-8 without him. So somebody's going to need to step up tonight with no DJ. Ernie, thank you for stopping in. Bobby, it kills. Ernesto, Mike, can you try to make the same faces? A little creepy. I don't know. Yeah, he's got a respiratory issue. Hopefully he's back for Sunday. We're going to need him for the long stretch. Ace Jude, good evening. Cowboy X Factor. Huge game. I mean, it's not a huge game per se with what's left of the Portland Trailblazers, and the Spurs are without their best player going down in a blaze. The Portland Trailblazers 2-15 since the All-Star break. That is the worst record in the NBA since the All-Star break. Mars, thank you for stopping in. Respiratory. Cowboy X Factor. He's got a respiratory issue. Hopefully it's nothing serious, and he's good to go Sunday. We do play the Blazers again Sunday. Both very winnable games. That being said, this team tends to. I mean, we lost to the Pistons without DeJounte Murray, didn't we? When it was their G League unit. So this game scares me. This is not an automatic win. And the Blazers still have so the players are going to be out there, still have pride, and they're going to remember that last thrashing we gave them. And I think it's DeJounte Murray bobblehead day, too. And he can't even play. Ironic. Lonnie is on the bench. Trey Jones is starting a point guard for the Spurs tonight. I'm not suiting up ever. Eric, good evening to you. Sarbas, thank you for stopping in. Kerm, you are probably right there. We lost to the Warriors G League unit. We lost to the Pistons G League unit. Was there another team? Probably. Can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah. Phil, channel member, thank you for being here. We need Murray. If Murray's out for any extended period of time, we're in trouble. That's all I can say. Wait. You hope the Lakers win? No, he wants Lakers to lose. Beat LA. Go Pelicans, right? Aren't they playing the New Orleans Pelicans? The Lakers have not beat the Pelicans once this year. Now they're going to be at full strength. I don't know if that's good or bad. They're going to have Westbrook, always damaged, and La GM. So they got their big three out there. Happy April Fool's to you, man. I love how all the Spurs coming in and gave pops to DJ and seeing his bobblehead. I did not see that. You do want the Lakers to lose. Man, I was peed the last game with Memphis, but needless to say, that Keldon Johnson. You know what I was a little disappointed about at the end of that game? I watched a replay. Not that Keldon missed the shot. It was a great play by Pop and Becky. They executed it perfectly, except for the layup not going in. But what I was a little bummed out is his teammates walked over to him to try to say, hey, man, it's okay. Try to console him a little bit. And he just shut down and left. And I get it. I'm not going to beat him up too much. He's only, 22? At that age, I probably would have done the same thing. I would have been like, "F this! I just blew it for my team. I'm out of here." So I'm not going to beat him up too much, but still, it didn't look to my eyes. I was like, when I'm sure he would handle it differently as he becomes more of it, and he gets older too. Trinidad, thank you for stopping in, Vicky. If Lakers don't win tonight, they need to win. I think they have one more game left. And how many games do we have? It's not much. Kyle, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. All right, so Bobby, you agree? Little on Spurs like taking his jersey off and walking off the court. It was weird seeing that because I don't think we've ever seen that behavior from him. I know he was really upset with himself, but it was different. And again, I'm not going to get on him too much for that because obviously he wanted to win and he missed the game winning shot or likely game winning shot. What was I just looking up? Oh, the rest of the Spurs schedule. Not much. After this game, the Spurs have 5 games remaining. 4 games next week on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th. Obviously, I'll be live for all those. We got the Blazers again, then the Nuggets, then the Wolves. Karl-Anthony Towns lit us up for 60 last time we saw him. Then the Warriors, who will be probably without Steph Curry, so a winnable game, not easy. And then we finish up the season with the Mavericks, who may not have anything to play for. Who the heck knows? Those remaining 5 games, 3 wins at best. I don't see us going any better than 3-2. We could go 2-3. Could go 1-4 if we really play poorly. Hopefully not. So the plan's every game matters. It's gonna come down to the wire. I get it. It kills. It felt a little off. Jack's queried, good evening. Leave the Lakers alone. We can't. They're like the team that we're competing with for. Oh, Drew Eubanks. Thank you, video. Well, true, Phil. You could also, yeah. I mean, I already said at that age, I would have walked off the court, no doubt. I do not, but yes, Mono's here tonight because he's a Hall of Fame finalist, and no doubt in my mind he's going in. I mean, or wait, finalist or is he in? Did I read that wrong? Am I saying this wrong? Wait a minute. Let me get my facts straight. Let's take a look at little Mono Ginobili. Among 2022, yeah, inductee. I got confused. Will be among those. Tim Hardaway, Mono Ginobili. I don't know who Swin Cash is. I do know George Karl is. So I got my words confused. Don't beat me up too much. Mono is going into the Hall of Fame, rightfully so. Who's going to put the coat on him? Pop? Maybe? Pop? Yeah, I don't know. The Rams got Allen Robertson and Bobby Wagner. They're doing good, Cowboy X Factor. Because after that, yes, very tough schedule. Yes, Drew, Drew's really the only player I know on this Portland Trailblazers roster at this point. Yes, I had to have Manu on. I'm sorry, I got confused. I saw that he was in, and then for some reason I questioned myself. I was like, wait a minute, is he a finalist? Yeah, a finalist as in he won the final and he's in. By the way, DeJounte Murray is out tonight. Oh, by the way, my usual Veronica, thank you for stopping in. Ayetsky, good evening. Full-time Spurs fan, thank you for stopping in. DeJounte Murray is out tonight. It's not an April Fool's joke troll. I wouldn't joke about something like that. I decided not to do any April Fool's jokes because it's too obvious. A few channels I'm subscribed to put up a video. I'm now a fan of blah blah blah. I'm like, it's April 1st. If you're gonna do a switch team thing, do it on a day people wouldn't expect. To reiterate, the lineups for the Blazers: C.J. Ellaby, Greg Brown, Drew Eubanks, Keon Johnson, Brandon Williams. For the Spurs: Devin Vassell, Calvin Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, Joshua Primo, and starting in place of DeJounte Murray is Trey Jones. Drew, Drew's been playing well. I'm happy for him. I hope he keeps playing well. Asia channel member, thank you for stopping in. Hey, babe. And yes, he's out on his bobblehead night. Irony. Dennis, I hope we can do it. Rob, good evening. You're welcome. The Spurs are 1-8 without DeJounte Murray this season. So this is a trap game. We're playing against a team with players we're not familiar with. Yes, we already crushed this team not too long ago. What was it, a week ago? Week and a half ago? So they're bad. The Blazers, they're complete tank mode, but I think the players on the court still have some pride. And Drew Eubanks himself even said this will go differently next time we play. Rockets up 41-29 on Sacramento. Man, the Kings, what a dysfunctional franchise they've been for the last decade and a half. But I see exactly Cowboy X Factor. I did a video that I was not going to be a Giants fan anymore and be a Cowboys fan, but I didn't do that on April Fool's Day. I did that on a random day, so it felt like it could actually happen. How was Manu first ballot, but not top 75? Exactly. Yes, we won a game. One game without DeJounte Murray. If we win tonight, we can actually double that number to 2. So let's do it. In the words of Charles Barkley, Ginobili. Notable stats from last meeting: 37.1, the largest all-time versus the Blazers. That was on March 23rd, so a little over a week ago. 81 first-half points for the Spurs, a team record for the most points in the first half on the road. 19 made three-pointers, tied for third most all-time. I guess that's for... So the Spurs set some records last time they played the Blazers, but we're missing our best player. 200 thumbs up would be very nice, but I can't control that. Good at 2K. Why isn't? I don't know. Why isn't? DeJounte is out because of a respiratory issue. He was a very late scratch. I thought somebody put in the chat when I put up the live stream, like Murray's out. I thought for sure they were trolling me for April Fools. No, he's actually out. I might not get anything, Cowboy X Factor. I might not get anything. Could be a total waste of money, but I got one now. Eduardo, absolutely have to win these. These are the 2 easiest games remaining on our schedule. If we lose one of these, may have just kissed the play-in berth goodbye. Jakob Poeltl, Drew Banks on the court for the tip-off, and away we go. And the Blazers are going to win the tip-off. It's going to be a struggle calling this Portland team in this first quarter because I don't know most of their players. Although their unis are, I like the white letters on the black uniforms. So easy to tell who's who. Thank you, Portland, for having nice, easy to read, legible unis tonight. CJ will be with the ball in the post. To do Drew Banks. Banks takes it at Jakob Poeltl. Gets rejected. Playmaker Guido with the super chat. He says, "Hey, Rich, why haven't your Giants have not gotten rid of the 2020 Mr. Irrelevant yet? He not good in words of Steven Smith. He's a bona fide scrub." Wait, who are you talking about? 2021. Oh, are you talking about Ty Crowder? I guess he's played well enough to keep a roster spot. Primo for 3. Dud. Okay, listen, I had to think about that. Ty Crowder was drafted last, wasn't he? I don't know why he's still on the team. Because our linebacker depth sucks. That's the only option. And a dunk by Greg Brown in the paint to get the first bucket on the board. Blazers up 2-0. Commenting for the Spurs at the AT&T Center is Bill Land, Sean Elliott, and Michelle Beadle. Keldon Johnson turns the ball over in the paint. Not a good start for the Spurs. 1 minute down. A drive to the paint and a miss and a putback and 1. Brandon Williams with the miss. Keon Johnson tipped it back in, and he's going to the line for 1. And the Spurs are down 4-0. You are correct, Kyle. It's Hey Crowder, whatever. He's Mr. Irrelevant. Rich, what did you think of my Giants draft I sent you? Did you send me a Giants draft? What did you send that on? LeBron and Anthony Davis are playing tonight. We already have a timeout. 10:56 to go. Brandon, salutes to you. Vamos, espuelos, vamos. Let me check. Did you send it on Twitter? I don't. I got your tweet about what's up with Romeo Langford, and I said he stinks! Because he does. I hate to say it. Hey, I just got my 400th follower on the Twitters. Yay, 400. I'm like, mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now. Timeout already. Spurs down 4-0. I'm not liking that start. That's the old school Spurs, like circa 1993. I never got it on the Twitters, Phil. Eubanks going for a career night? Maybe. Hope not. Blazers wearing their Rip City jerseys, which, again, I have to thank the Blazers. Their uniforms are very easy to read, and as a play-by-play person calling a game for a team that I hardly ever watch, being able to see the numbers makes life so much easier. Devasel takes a corner 3. It's a baseline 3 on the corner. No good. It's a miss. Either way, Spurs have missed all their shots to start the first quarter. Keon Johnson will launch a 3 for Portland, and Swatcho Bros, DeJounte Murray's out because of a respiratory illness. And the Spurs look discombobulated without him running the offense, being El Capitan on the offense and defensive side of things. Somebody got to step up now. Jakob Poeltl, little give and go with Vassell, fade away, jumper. Finally, the Spurs are on the board, 8-2. This is a must win. Absolute must win against the Blazers tonight and against the Blazers on Sunday. You're going against a G League team. Most of their starters are out, and that's a miss by Brandon Williams, a putback by Drew Eubanks, 10-2 with 2 minutes down in the first quarter, 10 minutes remaining. I said that very backwards, excuse me. Joshua Primo out 3-point land, pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl, drives into the paint, little Euro step, throws it up high off the glass, and a layup for Joshua Primo. Nice job creating his own shot. Yeah, Eduardo, I think last time we played the Blazers, they started off winning, and then we totally flipped the switch. But one of our flip switchers is not out there. So there is that. And now we're going to have a foul on Joshua Primo. Trap game, I'm telling you. The GOAT. I don't like this game. I have a bad feeling about this. Just, playing against a G League team, which we've lost to many times this year. Having DeJounte out, it's one of those weird feelings. Blazers ball. CJ Ellaby for three. In and out burger. Done himself with the rebound. Sprinting up the court with Kellen Johnson. Johnson will stop at the three-point line. Back to Vassell. He'll take a three. All right. There we go. All right, Phil. I will take a look at it after my stream. Abe, go Spurs, go. And now an offensive foul on Portland. Drew Eubanks with his old patented moving screen. I mean, I like Drew, but we saw him get called for moving screens a lot when he was with the San Antonio Spurs. No shocker that he does it tonight. 9 minutes to go. Spurs down 10-7. Demisel, an alley-oop to Jakob Poeltl, and it's broken up. Drew Eubanks sprints up the court. He was hoping for a little something in the paint, but it's not going to be there as Keon Johnson flies into the paint, throws down a two-handed dunk, and there's no defense to stop his locomotive. Trey Jones over to Vassell. Vassell back to Trey Jones. Jones looking for a pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Gets the pick, gets the roll. Whips it out to Joshua Primo. Primo driving baseline. He throws out a thunder dunk on Justice. And Warren. And Primo is fired up. Man, this last month, Joshua Primo's maybe been a little up and down here and there, but he's showing a new ability to finish at the rim. And he got fouled hard, too, and still threw it down. Ernesto, I've been a Spurs fan for over 30 years. Probably about 32-ish, give or take. 12 to 11. 12 to 11? Then Mifret to put his bucket up. And the free throw, tie game. That Primo dunk was fierce. Man, he's been finishing at the rim a lot by his standards lately. That's good. Finish at the rim, hit the three-point shots, get that mid-range game going. Gotta remember he's still only 19. Pelicans fan, we are rooting for your team. 95% of us are. Let's go Pelicans. Get him. Pull up three is short. But it gets his own miss. Craig Brown with his own miss. Kicks it back out for another three. And that one is good. Second chance opportunities. Our Spurs are notorious, BIG, for giving that to other teams. Grab a rebound. I think that was Brandon Williams at the three-pointer. It was. Keldon Johnson for three. Good! Time for KJ to get a little redemption tonight after his miss. All right, it is 15-13. The scoreboard is wrong. I was right. I thought we were down by 2. Freaking NBA team pass. Williams drives to the paint, misses a shot. Drew Eubanks with the rebound, and we're going to have a whistle. We are down by 2. My apologies. I thought I had my scoreboard right. I looked up, and next thing I knew it was tied, so I changed it to match the TV, and as always, freaking TV was wrong. Drew Eubanks will drop 27. Pelicans fan, don't you want us to win? Wouldn't you rather see the Lakers get knocked out of the playoffs? Playoffs? Brandon Williams at the line for 2, and he hits the first free throw. We're not signing Blake Griffin. Ronnie DeJounte Murray is out respiratory illness as Trey Jones and Jakob Poeltl are already coming out. All right. That's a early substitution. Second free throw from B-Dubs is no good. 16-13, 7.5 minutes to go. Spurs have not led, I believe, in this game yet. No, we haven't. Because I think the Blazers went up like 5-0 to start off. Jay Rich checked in for the Spurs, as has Zach Collins, former Portland Trailblazer. Our centers are a former Blazer against a former Spur. I like it. Keldon is the post, backs it up, 4 on the shot clock, and turns the ball. No, almost turns it over. Jay Rich with the ball, and we're going to get a shot clock violation. Oh, where is Derek White? Boston. Come on now. He's just kidding about the Derek White. You can't be a Spurs fan and not know Derek White got traded back in February. February 10th or February 11th, I think. Somewhere around there. I know his last game with the Spurs was February 9th. Drew Eubanks at the free throw line pulls up, and it's a little long. She said. Demisel with the rebound. And he will bring it up for San Antone. So I guess Primo or Jay Rich are running the point. Jay Rich fadeaway is good. All right, 1-point game. Come on. Come on. Head coach for the Portland Trailblazers is Chauncey Billups, and out tonight for the Blazers, just about everybody. Drew Eubanks will pass it out to Greg Brown. Third, back to Eubanks. Eubanks in the post. And finally, the wheel around to CJ Elby. Elby spins also. It takes about 1,000,000 steps in the paint. And then the dunk is blown by Greg Brown the third. And now a late whistle on Keldon Johnson. Fans are a boon in San Antonio. I didn't see what happened. I want to see a replay. Brandon Williams went down. Well, let's take a look at the replay. Come on, show us a replay. Got a timeout. Benedict, the Spurs are only 1-8 without DeJounte Murray. I think they're calling Keldon for a push-off. Timeout. I am wearing the Keldon Johnson, Ernie. Keldon. Which people in the chat are saying Spurs should try and get Blake Griffin in the offseason. Thoughts on it? No. That dude is way... it's an April Fool. It's got to be an April Fool's troll. He's way past his prime. No, I don't want Blake Griffin. Not at this point in his career. Luke, good evening. Braun don't want to play. He don't... What, is he out tonight? I'm actually like a day ahead of most of y'all. Totally forgot about April Fool's Day. Okay. I have no idea what that one is. Was it the Pistons? I think we played 2 games against the Pistons. We won one, and people are like, "Oh, we're better without DeJounte Murray." And then the next game, we lost to the Pistons G League team and got annihilated, just embarrassed. While the skill doesn't match the motor, Drew does have one of the best motors for. Yes, he does have a motor, Phil. I've always loved his energy and the heart. I just feel like the talent never matched the motor. You know what I mean? It's like he's got a 400 horsepower engine, but it's stuck in like a smart car with like a 2-speed transmission, and it's just not working. You can't tell if people are being serious or not. True story. Chuk? People are talking about Julius Randle a little bit because he's unhappy in New York. I tell you what, when I see the words insert player name here, followed by the words is unhappy in so-and-so, that's not really the kind of player I want. If they're moaning and groaning about being unhappy somewhere, get them out. Thaddeus Young, remember he started doing that here? Yeah, I've already had a number 2 once. I don't want a number 2 twice. You get it or you don't. Prima definitely seems more confident, which makes sense. You guys got to remember, when he came into the league, he had never played an NBA game. He was 18 years old. Now, granted, not a huge difference between 18 and 19, but now that he's had a time to play with his team, play against other teams, the confidence is going to grow as he matures and in time too. Drew jumps like a kangaroo, but has the coordination of an ape. Wow. Ouch. Jabronis. That was one of my favorite words back in the day. Got to draft a big guy. The Spurs won at home against the Pistons, and then they lost on the road against Pistons. Okay, that's what I thought. Welcome back, Dax. Carl, I thought it was the Pistons we beat without DJ and then lost bad. because it was a G League unit for the Pistons, and the Pistons were one of the worst teams in the league anyway. Drew Eubanks, by the way, with the ball, pass it out to CJ Elby. Elby in the paint, pull up jumper, and a shot clock violation for the Blazers. That's 2 shot clock violations in the first 6 minutes. Don't see that often. And the Spurs almost turned over the inbound pass. Jean Murray, Doug McDermott, and Romeo Langford out tonight. I don't think we're going to ever see Romeo Langford play again for the Spurs. Let's be honest. Dude can't stay healthy. Spurs down by 1. Zach Collins into Jay Rich. Jay Rich, fadeaway jumper, bounces around and bounces in, and the Spurs have their first lead of the game with 5:40 to go in the first Q. April 3rd, Mariner Norman. April 3rd is the next game, Spurs and Blazers. It's on Sunday, I think at like 7 p.m. Eastern. It's an early game. Drew Eubanks with the ball again. We'll get it to Keldon Blevins. Blevins pull-up jumper, swish, kill the fish. 18-17. Blevins checks in for the Portland Trail Blazers, and I might need some help with some of the bench for the Blazers, as I don't know who's on their roster anymore with so many guys out. Josh Richardson over to Zach Collins. Thinks about the 3, pulls it down. We'll just take a 2 instead and make a 2. All right, back and forth game now. What's up, Christian? We're just not playing Langford. I think our front office finally realized we're good on guards. Took him a few years, huh? Drew Eubanks back to Blevins. Blevins will drive in the paint, throws it up, and it is no good. Zach Collins with the rebound. Kelvin Johnson will bring it up for San Antonio for 40 to go in the first quarter. Josh Richardson for 3. Good! Jay Rich, my man! Will he step up tonight? Maybe have a career high with the Spurs? Like to see Jay Rich go off. Man, I said it before, I was saying it, he's been a pleasant surprise. Trade from Boston. Over 241. I don't know, man. Teams tend to come out quickly and slow it down a little bit. Slow down a little as the game progresses. They get a little more tired, etc. I don't know, man. I'm feeling good about Jay Rich. DeJounte Murray, I'm gonna go on record and say he scores 0 tonight. And that's a missed shot for the Blazers. Spurs on the run. They got numbers. They'll get it over to Josh Richardson. Whips it into Zach Collins in the paint. Collins back out to Lonnie Walker for 3. No good. Collins with the offensive board. 24-18. Come on. We need this win. I don't care if against the Blazers G League team. I don't care who's in front of us. We need to win as many games. Well, I want us to. Some of you don't. I know you don't. You've been vocal about it, and that's fine. You're still welcome here. I mean, we have different opinions. Blevins pull up 3. No good. Spurs ball. Lonnie Walker will bring it up. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Anyway, Zach Collins into Devin Vassell. Vassell pull up jumper in the paint. Swish! I think we're on a run right now, Spurs fans. Are we not? I think we're on a 9-0 run. Weren't we down 18-17? I feel like we're on a 9-0 run. 3.5 minutes to go in the first Q. It is Blazers ball. And I don't know who that is with the ball for the Blazers, but he almost turned it over. Drew Eubanks' little hook shot is good. Who's number 35 for Portland? I have no fudging idea who that is. Lonnie Walker drives baseline. Guarded by, I don't know who that is. We'll pass it over to Devin Vassell. Turns the ball over. Blazers got a fast break. 3-on-1. Only Trey Jones is back. And a layup by Ben McLemore. Spurs trying to go fast break down the other way, and Zach Collins will get fouled. Vamos, Espuelas, vamos. What a face do you have, man? What claim? Talking about the Manu Ginobili, Hall of Famer Manu Ginobili? Nice, Veronica. Lakers kind of have an easier schedule after Sunday. Suns, Warriors without Curry, Thunder. Do the Lakers have an easy schedule? I can't tell with that team anymore. I mean, I don't know what to make of what's going on with them. 35 is Didi Lauza. I have no idea who that is. Is he on like a 10-day contract? I'm not trying to be a jerk. I got nothing. I got nothing. Seriously, I don't know who that is. A man who bought the Euro step in the NBA as a Hall of Fame. Yes, exactly. And maybe a little flopping too. Mickey who plays for Portland. It's a G League unit, and I'm not trying to talk smack. I mean, Brandon Williams, Keon Johnson, Greg Brown the third, CJ Ellaby, former San Antonio Spurs, Drew Eubanks, Elijah Hughes, Ben McLemore, Chris Dunn, Keldon Blevins, Didi Lauza. I mean, I just don't know who a lot of these guys are, and we'll see them again on Sunday. This is a great two-game series to win a game. And the Spurs, by the way, play the Warriors without Curry as well. And the Spurs, I think, against Golden State this year are 2-1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we play them 3 times? We beat them with Curry. We beat them without Curry. So we can beat the Warriors too. We got the Timberwolves who have been just ruthless. The Mavericks. I don't know. We'll see. Never know. Ernie, somebody said you're going to send me a mono jersey, and I got my PO box, and I haven't heard from them since. So I don't know if maybe I got trolled into getting a PO box. If I did, whatever, it's no big deal. But at some point, I probably should get the big three. I need to get some more NFL jerseys too. I only have for the Giants, only have Eli Manning, and I really should get another New York Giants jersey for when the season starts. Lazada, is that his name? Tim Duncan is definitely not playing. I'd be willing to put money on that too. I like Timmy. I'm pretty sure he's out tonight. All right, let's take a look. Okay, Didi Lazauda. Lauzada? I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his name. Get a Tiki Barber jersey. You know, I thought about that because I did like Tiki. And his jerseys should be cheap, I would think, if I can actually find them. The GOAT, the Mavs could rest their starters. If their playoff position is locked, then they probably would be resting their starters. I am not getting a Dak jersey. Ever. And a technical free throw was just made by Zach Collins. Oh, did they give him a clear path foul? It was a clear path. That was a bad foul. Yeah, Collins was ahead of the pack, and he got fouled from. They gave him clear path. Wow. David Robinson is my favorite. I like Timmy, but I knew you were going to say something, Joshua. I knew as soon as I said that was a clear path. The Blazers are in the bonus, though. The Spurs are not, so take that for what you will. Trey Jones with the ball. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line is no good. Trey Jones, not quite the shooter his brother is, but his brother has been in the league longer. And Joshua Primo with the steal. Drives to the paint, throws it up, and no good. A fight for the board, and it's going to fall into the hands of Trey Jones, the smallest guy out there. Jones out in three-point land with 8 on the shot clock. Back to Josh Richardson, into the post to Zach Collins. Collins drives, gets it back to Primo. Primo in the paint, throws it up, and he's fouled, going to the line for 2. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I would never get a jersey. Okay. Phil Simms, a Field Sims. Why, you got spell corrected, Ernie. Phil Simms. If I was going to get an 80s New York Giant, it would be Lawrence Taylor. That would be the only old school. Or actually, maybe Mark Bavaro. I like Mark Bavaro's grittiness. I was never a huge Sims guy. Joshua Primo's first free throw is good, even though he's won 2 Super Bowls with it. Started one. Jeff Hosser started the other one. I'm done making excuses for Dak. Mike, I would be too. All right, Ozzy. Second free throw is good. Spurs up by 8. The game! Boop! Boop! 2:15 to go. Joshua Primo at 7 points in the first quarter. I don't know what his career high is. I can't imagine it's more than like 15 to 17, as this is his first year in the NBA. Anyway, Portland ball. Pull-up jumper in the paint is a total brick city by Didi Lazauda. Jay Rich down the other way, almost turns the ball over. We'll get it out to Primo. Primo into Zach Collins. Collins in the paint, turns the ball over. And that's something he has been doing a lot this season, is turning it over in the paint. I'd like to see him hopefully fix that next season after he's been being reacclimated to the NBA after being out for 2 years due to ankle surgeries. And the runner in the paint is good by Chris Dunn. He's done with that. 30 to 24, a minute and a half to go. Trey Jones out in three-point land, standing on the AT&T Center logo. Picks up his dribble, drop it off to Joshua Primo. Primo into Zach Collins. Collins. Back over to Jay Rich. Jay Rich, pull-up jumper is good. And Josh Richardson nailing his twos tonight. He had been a true 3D player this season, or at least with the Spurs, where he couldn't make his 2-point field goals. But this game tonight, he's hitting all of them. Keep it going, Jay Rich. What's he got, like 6 points? It is Portland ball, 10 on the shot clock. And it is, I don't know who that is. Who is that with the ball? Shoot, I don't know who that is for the Blazers. I'll have to figure that out in between quarters. With the clock running down, we'll have a jumper in the paint by Chris Dunn. It's no good. Spurs ball. Lonnie Walker up to Trey Jones. Trey Jones back to Lonnie. Lonnie sprints into the paint and Duncan drops this and one. Lonnie flew. Boom shakalaka. I believe I can fly. Woo! He got fouled hard and threw it down with authority. Spurs want to get some players on the ESPN highlights top 10 or whatever. Vince must win game for sure. Yes, Chris Dunn is with the Blazers. He missed a free throw, though. The Pussycats, by the way, thank you for being a channel member. The dunk was still beautiful. That's 2 huge dunks tonight. One by Primo and one by El Cuatro. I see a super chat. Tudo, my man! Let me take a look at this 3-point shot real quick, and it is a bank shot. What the what? Who banks in threes? I think that number 10, I don't know who that is. I seriously have no idea who number 10 is for the Blazers. He says, salute there, Rich. Dropped by the office to pay our proper respects. And all for all Giants fans around the world, slap those stinky boys losers out of the door. Forget about it. Thank you for support, my man. Go Giants. All day, every day here. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Appreciate your support, brother. They're all must-win games, Joshua. Drive to the paint and a nice layup by Keldon Blevins, and that's going to end the first quarter. Some of us are rooting for our team to still win. I'd be one of those, and a lot of people in the chat are. Quarter 2, Spurs up by 5. We'll take it. I got to find out who that number 10 is for the Portland Trailblazers. Man, they're rocking a lot of guys. I don't have no freaking idea who they are. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the team. Please believe me. Reggie Perry. Never heard of him. Okay. Reggie Perry. Got it. Now they're going deep on their bench tonight. All right, whatever. All good, I suppose. We could use some thumbs up in the chat, though. We're only at 63. I'd like to get us to, can we get to like 75 before you don't have 75? I got nothing. Rich, it was hilarious how you gave the double thumbs up every time the Eagles wanted to. See, and that's where watching the Giants, you guys might actually have fun with the Giants videos. What Phil's referencing is I did a mock draft, and it's a live mock draft, a real-time mock draft for the New York Giants, and proposed trades come up, and the Eagles came up wanting to trade down with the New York Giants. And let's just say I was not very receptive to that, much like in a previous mock draft, the Dallas Cowboys wanted to trade with me, and that I didn't receive that. I didn't respond to that very well either. Yes, Reggie Perry. I don't think that's Luke Perry's brother, though. Nice. I hope that we can maintain the lead. I mean, Bennett, I hope so as well. Primo and Lonnie with 2. Yes, Primo and Lonnie with 2. Don't fake the funk on the nasty dunk tonight. Tudo with another super chat. My man, he drops a $10 super chat. He says, hope you enjoyed the Italy versus Wales game in Cardiff, London. I didn't see any of that, to be honest with you, brother. So I carried my entire team to win. They unanimously appointed me as the captain immediately after the game. After the game, congratulations. I didn't see it. I'll be transferred. I will never lie to you, brother, ever. I don't watch rugby. I have much respect for you playing, and I know it's a rough sport. I don't even know if it's televised. It's probably not televised where I live either. I don't have cable. So if you, I don't know if you're on the Twitters. If you're on the Twitters, if you have a video package of you and laying people out, I'd love to watch that. That'd be really cool. Chris Lightsey, channel member, thank you for stopping in. Spurs need an easy win this. Yes, we do need easy win. I could have been at the game, found tickets 6 rows from the center court for $170 a seat. That's actually not too bad, is it? He is playing with an edge. Living on the edge. You can't. Spurs ball start off the second quarter. Let's get this W. Come on. Spurs play this team again on Sunday. Of course, I'll be live for that. Keldon Johnson with the 3. Good. I gotta throw this up every time he hits one of these. Hits his number. Paulo Machado is in the chat. Maybe we could draft him if we get lucky. Real lucky. And a very off-balance, crazy layup by Reggie Luke Perry. 37-31 with 11:20 to go. Lonnie Walker was open for three for a half second, didn't want it. Gets it over to Trey Jones. Jones going to drive into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Bounces around a few times, and a good rim job for Trey Jones. Kiwi, is he coming back? Daniel Jimenez, what's going on, Trinidad? Good evening. Can I just say, screw number 2? That's how I truly feel. Thank you for the memories. You suck. Perry, no good with his jumper. Spurs ball. Trey Jones will bring it up for San Antonio. Gets in at Jakob Poeltl. Poeltl in the paint. Poeltl with the jumper. No good. Perry with the rebound. Portland defense is probably going to lose Joshua because these guys don't play together much. They're all, I don't know, most of the guys are. 3-point attempt, no good, and the loose ball is going to fall into Lonnie Walker's hands. I don't even know who that was who just shot that for Portland. I'm having a hard time calling the game. But Trey Jones in the paint with a layup on the break. And one. And one. I love the Kiwis bite. Rich number 2 jersey in the mail on. You're trolling. You better be trolling me. Oh, I don't know how I would react to that. Because I plan, if you guys send me anything, I do plan on filming, you know, if there's one thing, two things, whatever it may be. And I'm not asking you guys to send anything. I'm really not. I got the P.O. box. If somebody generally wants to send Spurs related stuff, just, I don't know. I think it'd be funny for me to open. But if one of you sent the number 2 jersey, I don't know what my reaction would be. Probably laughter and anger all at once. 42-31, 10:20 to go. It is Portland ball. And Chris Dunn throws it up high up the glass. No good. Lonnie Walker will bring it up for San Antonio. First double-digit lead for our Spurs. Lonnie Walker on 3-point land. Pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Back over to Trey Jones. 13 on the shot clock to get into Jakob in the post. Jakob throws it out to KJ. KJ's going to launch the 3. Good! Oh, Kellen, I think, is 3 of 3 or 3 of 4 tonight at 3. CJ Ellaby into the paint. Misses the layup. Kellen's got 9 points on 3 of 3 from the stripe. Kellen going to take another 3. He missed that one. Puñeta! But he steals the ball and gets into Jakob Poeltl. We need this win! Boom! What if someone trolls you by sending a Raptors jersey? The P.O. box insane one. I'll grab it for you. It's in my community notes, but I don't have it memorized. I don't have the darn thing memorized. I should. I don't. Man, I'm sorry. I'm so fired up and being loud. I know some people want this team to tank. I don't. Gosh, wait till the Giants play this year. That's going to be. All right, there's my P.O. box. TSR Sports, P.O. Box 8031, Manchester, Connecticut. Found a really good deal on it. Most P.O. boxes in the Hartford area are like $100. No, $182, excuse me. That P.O. box was only $84 as opposed to $182. So I was like, hey, Joe Castles throws on the $5 super chat. You're number 1. Thank you, man. No, you're number 1. I want the Lakers to get, oh my gosh, League Zone. I will go ape you know what if the Spurs manage to knock LA out of the playoffs. And I don't hate the Lakers per se. I hate what they did this year by trying to throw together a super all-star team with LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, a whole bunch of old former all-stars. And I don't like that buy a championship mentality. They have like no draft picks this year because of that. Not a fan of that. Yes, Joshua. $182 for the year. The one I got was $84, which was, Connecticut's expensive. $182, I was not going to pay that. Yeah, one time for a year, Manny. So people asked if they could send stuff. I don't know if the person that was asking about sending me something was serious or trolling, but I was like, I should have a P.O. box as a business because people have asked, even just, hey, I have like something David Robinson I want to send you. So, Joshua, that's why you should, I said this originally. You got to have special streams for the plan. Oh, if they make the plan, I'm definitely going to stream Spurs games. You know that. My goal this year was Pop gets the record. Check. The Spurs make the play-in. Maybe. Probably get eliminated immediately in the play-in. and somehow win the ping pong ball thing, so we still get a lottery pick. That would be my ultimate dream. I mean, I don't want to root for us to lose in the play-in. I just don't feel like we're going to be good enough to go any further. I don't. Stranger things have happened, but I feel like we could make the play-in, but not make the playoffs. I'm being honest with you guys. And then if that happens, we'd still be a lottery team. And then my hope is one of those balls, one of those big San Antonio Spurs balls lands in Adam Silver's hand. If I don't know if he is he the one that grabs the balls. He seems like a ball grabber, doesn't he, Adam Silver? Hopefully we come out number one. What's your opinion on Jay Rich? I like Jay Rich. He's won me over. I'm up for him staying next season. Pull-up jumper in the paint is going to bounce around a few times and bounce in for Chris Dunn. Who did Chris Dunn play for before? I feel like I remember him somewhere else. I just can't remember where. Demisel out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson back to Demisel. A little hot potato with Keldon Johnson and Demisel. Vassell's going to try to drive. We'll get into Jakob Poeltl. Poeltl starts to drive into the paint. Stops, pops, and throws it up, and it's going to bounce around about 3 or 4 times and bounce in. I don't know his name then, Manny. The Asian guy for the NBA. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name, but yes, he's the ball grabber. Yep. Drew Eubanks in the paint gets fouled by Devin Vassell. 8:36 to go in the first half. Bulls and T-Wolves, is that who you think the NBA Finals? T-Sponsor is at the Spurs game, and he's on the toilet right now. He played for the Heat. He played for the Wolves, Bulls, and he's been everywhere. Man, he's seen a million faces, and he's rocked them all. Drew Eubanks misses the first free throw. He is at the line for 2. Yep, Kyle, you can clip that. Adam Silver is a ball grabber. Second free throw by Drew Eubanks. That one is good. Drew was a fairly solid free throw shooter when he was with the Spurs. I feel like he was around the 80% shooter for the year, 80 or higher. Trey Jones, Mr. Jones and me. Trey going to drive in the paint and tries to get it to KBD, and KBD can't catch the pass. It'll go out of bounds. KBD is in the game, running some laps and turning the ball over. Man, he's really disappeared with the back injuries over the last month. He's just really. We're gonna have a. Is that a goaltend? A goaltend on Devin Vassell. But KBD, man, he showed flashes, and now lately just really just. I hate to use the word, but really turned into a role player. Ball's gonna be knocked out of bounds. It's gonna stay with San Antonio. 16 on the shot clock. Less skilled David Lee. So Lakers need to go 4-2 to make the play-in. I don't know, do they? I could go for some ice cream. I'm a little tired. Jakob Poeltl with a little jumper off the inbound pass, and the Spurs have eclipsed Mr. Robinson's number. They have 51. Got to win with Hall of Famer Manu Ginobili on the screen. Congratulations, Manu. It is Portland ball. CJ Ellaby's check back in, drives on KBD, throws it up off the glass, and misses the layup. Spurs ball. KBD brings it up the court, gets it to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson Euro steps into the paint, throws up the layup. Oh, Mara Keldon slicing and dicing the Portland defense. 53-36, Spurs up by 17. It is Portland ball. CJ Ellaby with the ball right now, 1-on-1 with Devin Vassell. Drives into the paint, picks it up, passes it out to Drew Eubanks. Drew Eubanks, offensive reset with 4 on the shot clock. Back to Ellaby. Ellaby takes a 3. 3's no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Beautiful Euro step by Keldon Johnson. We know who taught him that one. I've tried Euro stepping in my driveway, and I just can't get it to work. I got nothing. Jakob Poeltl with the ball into the paint, throws it up and in. And 1. Joe, go Spurs. Absolutely. Go Spurs, go! Joshua, the Blazers are in full tank mode. They have the worst record in the NBA since the All-Star break. I think it said they were at 2-15. They are full on tank mode, which is why the Spurs need to win tonight and Sunday, because the rest of the schedule is going to be a lot tougher. These are 2, I don't want to say easy games, but very winnable games. Jakob Poeltl at the line. He made it! Spurs are up by 20. Let's go! Former USA soccer star Hope Solo. Wow, was she? I know who that is. She was pretty cute too, wasn't she? Foul on the Spurs. 6:55 to go in the first quarter, or second quarter, first half. Rich, let's see. All right, the game. The game. Boop, boop. Blazers ball. 2 team fouls on each team. Drew Eubanks will drop it off to Keon Johnson. Back to Eubanks. Eubanks almost throws that out of bounds. It gets it to Greg Brown. Greg Brown driving, throws it up, and they're going to have a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. By the way, the Double J Twin Towers light is on the floor. Jakob Pertl and Jacques Landale. Bono, you got a nice smile. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame. You earned it, my man. Hope Solo, definitely a hottie. I thought, I feel like she was easy on the eyes. Sorry for Lakers not to win. Spurs projected top 10. Go Spurs go. Pelicans versus. There you go, Spurs. Oh, Jim. Yes, go Spurs go. Indeed. Sorry, your icon reminded me of somebody else. I thought that. Yes, Jim. Go Spurs go. Indeed. I got confused. K-Cock in the G League. Sucks. Portland ball, and that's a missed layup by Greg Brown, who's trying to kiss it off the glass. Spurs ball, 6:11 to go in the first half. Devin Vassell thinks about a three, takes the three. He will miss the three. Jacques Landale swats it out to Joshua Primo. Back to Kelvin for three. No good. Kelvin gets his own miss. Back to Primo, over to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to drive into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Well, we had 3 chances to score there and got none of them. So at least we're getting some offensive rebounds. But can you put one of those balls in put one of those balls where it's supposed to go? In the hole? That's your home. And now a whistle before the baseline 3 by Didi Lazauda. Foul on the Spurs. She was found passed out drunk in her car with her 2-year-old twin. Hope Solo? What? Would I rather have Karl Anthony Towns or Joel Embiid on San Antonio? I mean, Towns has destroyed us. He scored 60 on us this year. Embiid is, a front runner for MVP. But the one thing that's scary, Keldon Johnson has 3 fouls, by the way, so he's in foul trouble. He's out of the game. Embiid's injury history scares me. And we have a we have a 3 for the Portland Trailblazers, and Pop's calling a timeout as they cut the lead to 17. I mean, how is it? Cat hasn't been injured much, has he, in his career? That's one thing that I really focus on with players is what's their injury history. Because as a New York Giants fan, my guys are hurt every year. So, Cat, his first 3 years, he played 82 games each year. 2019 to 20, he only played 30. So he had some injuries in 19 and 20 and some last year. This year, he's played almost all the games. So, a little rough stretch for him. Joel Embiid was just playing, it might be the MVP this year. He is averaging 30 points per game, so he passed LeBron. Those first 2 years, and then he's never played more than 64 games a year. He's finally going to play probably his first 70-game schedule this year. I don't know. Embiid, 30 points per game, 11.5 boards, 4.2 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.4 blocks. He's just doing a little bit of everything. He's a good free throw shooter. I mean, if both players are healthy, I'm probably taking Embiid. He's just on another level right now. Completely on another level. Hey, we're getting close to 100 thumbs up, Spurs fans. Can we get to 100? Yep, they score a timeout. Classic Pop is for sure. Cody, Vlogs, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, that sucks about Hope Solo. I forgot what she looked like. I'm going to pull up a picture of her. I think she was a cutie. Yeah, that's too bad that she's fallen on hard times. Yeah, she's a pretty girl and a great soccer player. I think she had some issues in soccer too, where she was got into some kind of little controversy. Oh well, these folks that are celebrities or sports athletes, etc., they tend to make a lot of mistakes. What I have seen, Joel's playing. Oh, he's definitely playing crazy this year. Let's just play doubleheader tonight. Portland probably. We play Portland Sunday. Zach, good evening. Go Spurs, go. Congratulations, the Pug. I remember those days. By the way, for those of you that don't know, Murray's out resting, Big Sean. Respiratory issue. My first channel, Whackbag Films, which is low budget independent films, I had 16 subscribers for 10 years, so believe me, I know that was a massive struggle. Tight MVP race between Giannis, Joel, and Jokic. Yes, I agree. Definitely. Gideon, good evening. Salute to you. If Joel wins, it would be the third year in a row a big man has won MVP despite being a wow. Giannis, Jokic, and Joel, right? Dang. How about that? Huh. Wow. Sorry, Friday. You think Romeo stay or Romeo Langford? I don't think he's going to play another game with the Spurs. 26 subs. Hey, Gideon, I'm rooting for the Pelicans. As a Spurs fan, I need the Lakers to lose like the rest of their games. Zach Collins with the alley-oop layup, no good, gets fouled, going to the line for two with 5:14 to go in the first half. I like to get 100 thumbs up before the first half. They look like this, right, Pop? Yeah. MVP. I think Embiid right now is the front runner for MVP. I mean, he's just having just a crit. Well, I mean, I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do? Zach Collins' first free throw against his former team is going to bounce around a few times and bounce in. Spurs got 57. Last time these two teams played, the Spurs dropped 81 points in the first half on the road, a team record for first half points on the road. Not going to get that tonight. I'll take Michaela Marone. I don't know who that is. No idea who that is. Is she a singer? Actress? Step back three is no good. And it's Spurs balls. Primo rips the ball out of Didi is out his hands on the rebound. Jay Rich thinks about a three and tries to get and force it into Zach Collins. That's a turnover. Not a good pass by Jay Rich. Didi Lozado with the ball again, passes it out, and driving into the paint with the layup is Keon Johnson. No relation to Keldon Johnson. Whoops. All right, there we go. Gymnast. Okay. Yes, we're probably gonna keep Toronto's pick. Jay Rich for three. In and out burger. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah, Toronto's been winning, Phil. People were saying they're tanking. We're gonna be safe with that. Drew Eubanks is open for three. He'll take the three. He'll miss the three. Zach Collins with the rebound. 4:20 to go. Smoke him. If you got him. Snap ahead. Jarrett back to Jacques Landale into Zach Collins in the post. Collins out to Primo. Thinks about a three. We'll get it over to Demasel instead for three. And good! Spurs back up by 20. McKinley looks plastic now. Michaela looks plastic. Doug or Jay Rich? Michael? I like Josh Richardson's game a little more because he gives us more on defense. Drew Eubanks misses the layup, gets his own miss, puts it back, no good. Going the line for two as he is fouled. I don't know if Veronica's still in here. I know she's going to be mad for disrespecting Dougie like that. But Doug, I think Josh Richardson has a higher ceiling than Doug McDermott. Cleveland has been losing behind. Yeah, Cleveland's been falling apart lately, haven't they? Eubanks' first free throw is good. 61-42, 3:44 to go. Let me take a look at the standings. I know the Celtics, unfortunately, have been winning a ton since the Derek White trade, which I don't want because that's making our pick with them much worse. Second free throw is good. Take a look at the Eastern Conference real quick since you guys were talking about it. Yeah, the Cavs are down to 7. Raptors have won 4 in a row, and they're 2.5 games ahead of Cleveland right now. Zach Collins in the paint. Takes it up, gets fouled again, going to line for two. I have the insane one. It's been 20 years since I've done that, more than 20. So that was a college thing. Haven't touched it since. Good evening, yes, Sirski. Have we been running two? Yes, Tucker. Poppin's going with two big men lineups occasionally here and there. Right now, it's Zach Collins and Jacques Landale. We have been running two big men, not starting two big men, but we have been running them throughout the game. Pop maybe experimenting a little bit, and really just we need size. We get crushed on the reboard so often. We need two bigs out there. And why not see what we have in Zach Collins and Jacques Landale the rest of the season? Collins misses the second free throw, 62-43. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Blazers are one foul away from being in the bonus themselves. It is Blazers ball right now. Greg Brown, the third, drives into the paint. No, actually, that wasn't Greg Brown. That was Keon Johnson, excuse me. Ball will be deflected out of bounds. It is Blazers ball 9 on the shot clock. Refs suck. Well, yeah. What else is new? Lonnie Walker's checked back in for San Antonio. Kellen Johnson sitting out the rest of the half. He has 3 fouls. So getting a long rest, if you will. Should be good to go in the second half. Into the paint, Brandon Williams. No good. May have been partially blocked or returned. I'm not sure what happened with him with the ball. Spurs on the run. Josh Richardson will turn the ball over himself. All right, fast break for the Blazers. Little Euro step by Keon Johnson, and he misses the shot. Zach Collins trying to get the ball up the court. Spurs got a 3-on-2. Lonnie Walker out to Jacques Landale for 3. Good! The Spurs going to drop 70 on the Blazers tonight in the first half? Now 3 for the Blazers is good. Keldon Blevins. I hope Lonnie Walker takes number 4. Yeah, but is he wearing number 1 because of any type of personal reasons? Because then he might want to keep that number 1. Speaking of which, El Quattro with the ball gets it to Jacques Landale, back to Zach Collins, and Collins might get called for an defensive foul. 2 free throws for the Spurs. Are the Trailblazers trading Damian? I don't know. They go. They're in a complete rebuild. I can't see Damian Lillard wanting to play with them next year. I don't think he'll be vocal about that and say, "Hey, I want to be traded," but I could see them moving on. It's good. I mean, they moved on from CJ already. First free throw is good. He did wear number 4. Oh, I forgot that full-time Spurs fan. Rich, who do you think the Spurs haven't assigned? Why do you think? Probably nobody wants that number. Probably because of the way he left, nobody wants to wear number 2. Probably, I mean, I got to think that's the reason. Collins misses a second free throw. He's been a little cold from the free throw line. 2 from his last 4. 2 minutes remaining. 66 to 46. And it is Portland ball down by 20 with a minute 55 to go. Pull up 3 is no good. Trey Jones with the rebound. Ingram or Tatum on my team? Oh, Tatum has been on fire. We're not going to have either, so it doesn't matter. Jay Rich, back to Lonnie Walker. 10 on the shot clock. Lonnie looking to drives baseline into the paint. A tough layup and 1. Windows security, go away. Most of the players wear the jerseys for true, Carl, absolutely. I like Cosby has a decent mid range for his size. He's a stretch 5'2", Tucker. He's been a little rusty this season. Spread was Spurs by 15. You think the whistles are because of the spread? I'd like to not think it's because of that, but the Spurs just 69 the Blazers, 69 to 46. And it is Blazers ball. Pull up 3 by Williams is good. All right, call a timeout, Pop. All right. Minute 20 to go in the first half. Trey Jones standing on the Spurs logo out in 3-point land. We'll get it over to Jacques Landale. Thinks about the 3, pulls it down, gets it to Zach Collins in the post. Collins back out to Josh Richardson, open for 3. Swish! Spurs drop 70 again on the Blazers in the first half. The Coyotes go wild. 1 minute to go in the first half. 3-point field goals. The Spurs are 8 of 16. The Blazers 6 of 14. So both teams shooting well tonight from beyond the arc. Step back 3 for Blevins is no good. Of course, as soon as I say that, they miss a 3. Spurs trying to go fast break to Landale. Landale in the paint. The layup. Good and 1. Oh, okay, Phil. Gotcha. What free agent you think Spurs should target? I don't know if they're going to target any. Wow, what in the world? What defense was that, Joshua? Keldon Blevins just jumped butt up at Jacques Landale. He was like trying to block the shot with his butt. Didn't work. Free throw's good, and the Spurs have put 75 on the Portland Trailblazers. Trey Jones did start in place of DeJounte Murray. Me too. I love 90s NBA. Spurs ball after the turnover by the Blazers. 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is a must-win game, and we play this game again on Sunday. Then the schedule does get tougher, but you know what? This is a 3-way race between the Lakers and Pelicans. And I trust the Pelicans more than I trust the Lakers right now, the way the Lakers have been so wishy-washy. Walker drives in the paint. Beautiful acrobatic, use the force move, and a layup. Spurs up by 28. I don't like blowouts like this, though. This doesn't help my channel when the Spurs are up by almost 30 at the half. And it doesn't make it very exciting to call. The Blazers are in full tank mode. They are absolutely full on tank. Already 70 points. Who are we playing? The New York Giants? Okay. It is Blazers ball. 3, 2, 1. And Jacques Landale blocks the three by Blevins to end the quarter, or end the half. Spurs up by 28. Wow. This is expected, and this should be happening against what's left of the Portland Trail Blazers. We play the Blazers Sunday, Manny. April 3rd. I'll be calling the game, 7 p.m. Eastern. Giants suck. Yeah, they do. Hey, the Falcons are going to suck too this year, though, Phil. I hate to tell you, I think you're going to be right there with me. If we had another couple of games, we could maybe catch a clip. Well, the Clippers don't have number 2. All right, let's get the stats. Wow, that second quarter was not good for the Blazers. Looking at the game, the Spurs outscored Portland 34 to 29 in the first quarter, but outscored them 43 to 20 in the second. Clint, who's your team, man? Are you a Lakers fan? Why are you talking smack? What's your team proven this year? That they're the biggest bust in the history of the NBA? They have 3 superstars, 3 probably future Hall of Famers, and they're choking? Why are you talking smack? I gotta assume you can't possibly be a Lakers fan if you're talking that much crap. You can't possibly be a Lakers fan because nobody's that stupid to be a fan of that team and talk crap right now with how bad that team has been playing this year. So I'm gonna assume you're not a moron, that you're smarter than that. Thoughts on Joe Wieskamp? Jury's out. He's only played 1 year. We'll see. All right, for the Portland Trailblazers, CJ Elleby with 0. Greg Brown III has 2. Drew Eubanks has 7 and 6 rebounds. Keon Johnson with 9. Brandon Williams with 8. Off the bench, Keljin Blevins leads the team with 10 points. Ben McLemore played 11 minutes, 11 seconds, and scored 0. Chris Dunn with 6. Didi Luzada, I don't even know these guys, 2 points, and Reggie Perry with 5. The San Antonio Spurs starting lineup: Devin Vassell with 10, Keldon Johnson with 11, Jakob Poeltl with 9, Joshua Primo 7, Trey Jones with 5 points and 5 assists, starting for the 6th DeJounte Murray. Off the bench, Josh Richardson leading the way with 12 points. Zach Collins actually having a solid game. He's got 10, 7, and 5. He could have a triple-double off the bench. 10 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists. And 2 steals and a block. Lonnie Walker with 7, KBD with no points, and then Jacques Landale with 6. Zach Collins in 13 minutes, though, 10, 7, and 5. I'm just keeping it real, Mike Diaz. I'm just keeping it real, man. I just can't see when people. I'm all for talking smack. Like, I'm a Giants fan. I'm not going to talk smack about other teams because my team sucks. I'm talking trash about teams. I could talk trash about the Portland team, but I know they're tanking. So why? There's just no point. And my team's not that good this year either. Let's see. What did I miss? Well, is with Paul George back, the Clippers could shock a team in the first round. Anything's possible. Get on them. Change that. Kelvin is a distant cousin. Kenneth. Kenneth Blevins is in the chat. Are you related to Keljin? Blazers are the worst team in the league right now. Yes, they are. Yes, Jeff Green. I agree with that. They are the worst team in the NBA since the All-Star break. That is a fact. That's why this game tonight and this game Sunday night are must win for the Spurs. It's a battle between the Spurs, Pelicans, and Lakers. The Pelicans have been resilient with players out. The Lakers have not been resilient, and the Lakers' biggest issue, I think, is team chemistry, and they're old. They traded away a lot of good players, Alex Caruso and others, in draft picks to bring in Russell Westbrook, who clearly does not fit with the team right now. Can they get it corrected? I will say it would be a shock if the Lakers put it together and made like the Western Conference Finals. But the crazy thing is, be honest, anything's possible. As a New York Giants fan, I saw my Giants take down the 18-0 Patriots, where many people didn't think they could. So a lot of people be eating crow if the Lakers somehow make this miraculous run with the reigning games. Playmaker Guido with the $2 super chat. You think, man? He says Pat McAfee or Adam Vinatieri, who's better? I don't really know about Pat McAfee enough, so I'll go with Adam Vinatieri. Isn't he considered one of the best kickers of all time? Rachel, they still have LeBron James for most of the season and Russell Westbrook. Now I know Anthony Davis is out, but would you think at the start of the year that if I said, "Hey, LeBron James only going to miss some games here and there, but he'll be there for most of the year and be in the top three in scoring in the NBA," that the Lakers would be this far under 500? You got to remember, for the Lakers, and I said this too at the start of the season, with the roster they had, I said they're probably going to the NBA Finals. You can be an injury bust as a draft pick. We've had an injury bust in the NFL, NBA, so injuries are not, when your expectations are here, I'll put them right here at the top of the under the scoreboard, and you're performing here, I'm calling it a bust. Now, if they can turn things around, then I'll admit that I was wrong. They still have time to get into the plan, make the playoffs, and if everybody's healthy and playing as a team, because they don't play as a team, they don't play team defense anymore. Their coach sucks, from what I hear. I'm, YouTube buddies with Bad Dog Sports. He covers the Lakers game. He tells me all the time there's no chemistry with the team. They don't play as a team. They don't play team defense. Trying to just drop, a bunch of square pegs into a bunch of circle holes is not the way to build a roster. Which is why I'm so happy the Milwaukee Bucks won a championship last year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best players in the NBA, had a chance to leave Milwaukee, a small market. Could have done the team jumping thing like LeBron. LeBron's a team jumper. Don't say isn't. He's jumped between multiple teams. Kevin Durant, who did the team jumping to Golden State, he had the opportunity to be the next superstar to go just jump to a team and try to win a championship there. And he said, no, I'm staying here in Milwaukee. I'm going to win a championship. And he did. And I think that's absolutely awesome and good for the NBA when you have players stay with their team, build something, and win that way. As a San Antonio Spurs fan, you can criticize my team all you want. All our best players were drafted. David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, obviously. We built championship teams through the draft instead of just. And as a Yankees fan, I'll admit, I don't like what they've done. I don't like when they've tried to buy championships. I absolutely hate it. So I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway. Is Leonard a bust? Leonard, which Leonard? Leonard Part 6 with Bill Cosby was a bust. TSR, unfortunately, when you take a look at LeBron's shot attempts compared to the dudes who he is passing in points, he has been taking a lot of shots, which some people have speculated. Is he focusing more on personal stats than the team? I don't know. Only he knows that. And quite frankly, don't care. Next season, every other would be much nicer with a top draft pick. I can't help but be worried about that losing in the stinking plan. I get it. Well, Aldridge the only star. Yeah, got him as a free agent. Well, DeRozan wasn't an all-star with us. That was via trade, not by a trade we won. And Kawhi Leonard technically was not, I said number two's name, was technically not drafted by the San Antonio Spurs. He was drafted by the Pacers. And then we traded for him before he ever played an NBA game. So the Spurs saw something in him that brought him to the team. Unfortunately, they didn't see the fact he'd be a giant toolbox in about 6 or 7 years and be off the team. Is Bill Cosby a bust? Leonard Part 6 is a bust. That's a real movie with Bill Cosby. It's the first movie in the series, but it's called Leonard Part 6. I think I actually own the darn thing. It was like $3. I do own Leonard Part 6 because for whatever reason I liked it as a kid. Does anybody remember Leonard Part 6? Melted butter. Melted butter. If you get it, you get it. Probably most of you, I'm guessing most of you have not seen that movie. It's terrible. What do you guys, what are you talking about? DeJounte Murray leaving the team? Quellish! Quellish! Yeah, all right, Joshua, you got me, man. You remember Leonard Part 6. All right, awesome. Playing tournament will be on ESPN and TNT April 12th to the 15th, which means I'm going to have to get, I'm not getting cable again. I guess I'll get Sling or one of those because I don't have ESPN or TNT right now. But if the Spurs do make the plan, and it's not a lock, this is going to be tough. Who do the Lakers have remaining? I actually got to check who the Lakers and the Pelicans have. Let me check the standings on top of that. It's really weird we have Lakers fans starting to come into these streams. I appreciate you coming in, but I guess I get it. you obviously want the Spurs to lose. I mean, I respect that. I want the Lakers to lose. I mean, it's nothing personal. It's we want our respective teams to make. Some of us want our respective teams to make the play-in, and to do that, you're going to need some help more than likely. So the Lakers and the Spurs are both tied at 31-45. They both have 6 games remaining. The Pelicans are actually 2 games ahead of the Spurs and Lakers. The Pelicans play the Lakers tonight, who are coming off a back-to-back. But I hear AD's back, always damaged, is getting the start tonight. And then LeBron is a game time decision. If there are Lakers fans in the chat, please let me know. Is LeBron in, out, or don't know yet? If LeBron and AD play tonight, well, the Lakers have lost 4 in a row. 2-8 in their last 10. Wow. They're 20-18 at home, but 11-27 on the road. I think they're at home tonight, so that bodes well for them. Man, they suck on the road. Although we suck at home, we're 14-24. What the heck? We're worse at home than on the road? Freaking Spurs. Freaking Spurs. Unbelievable. So let me take a look at the Spurs remaining schedule. We got Portland Sunday. That's obviously a winnable game. Portland is in full tank mode. We got the Denver Nuggets on April 5th. Probably going to be a loss, barring a miracle. We got the Timberwolves, who have beat us up all year. So that's probably going to be a loss. Golden State Warriors. Oh, it's on NBA TV now. That's been announced. Crap, I got to get NBA TV for a night. Stupid NBA TV. The Warriors will be out without Steph Curry. I don't think he's playing in that game either. I think he's out until maybe the playoffs. If he's not playing, that's a winnable game. If he is playing, we actually have beaten the Warriors with Steph Curry. If he's out, though, definitely a winnable game. And then the Mavericks, if their season is locked up on April 10th and their playoff position is set, then they will probably be resting their starters, and we may have still something to play for. So with these last 5 games, I feel like we're gonna go. Yeah, it could be anywhere from 1-4 to 3-2. I don't see us winning more than 3 of those games. To be transparent, I really don't. As far as the Lakers, the Jekyll and Hyde of the NBA, I gotta assume they're going to be better with Anthony Davis back, unless he, Captain Fragility, injures himself again tonight. Lakers have the Pelicans tonight, then they have Denver, then the Suns, then the Warriors, then OKC, and then Denver again. Denver on April 10th, though, may have their playoff spot locked up and may have nothing to play for. So the Lakers should beat the Pelicans tonight. Let's be honest. They should beat the Pelicans. They'll probably lose to Denver on April 3rd. Probably lose to the Suns on April 5th. We'll probably beat the Warriors without Steph Curry, so I have them 2-2 right now. We'll beat OKC. OKC's a dud, so 3-2. And then Denver, question mark, much like the Mavericks. So yeah, it's actually gonna be it should be a fun race. And you know what? This is good for us as NBA fans. You know, even though both our teams have not played well this year, it'll keep it interesting till the end of the season. It'll be fun. KCP tonight, 35 points. Curry is out for the regular season then go? Okay. LBJ changed his mind about the playing. What, he's not playing tonight? KCP. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, former. I don't think the Lakers should have got rid of him either. Have you ever been to San Antonio? No, I haven't, D'Lo. I've never been to Texas. I became a fan. I lived in a New York Giants or New York sports household, so I grew up with New York Giants fans and New York Yankees fans. So I just became fans of those teams. Go figure. But nobody had an NBA team, and it would have been easy to become a Boston Celtics fan. Or I got into the NBA in the early 90s. It would have been very easy to become a Chicago Bulls fan and just jump on the Michael Jordan bandwagon. But I discovered this man over here, number 50, David Robinson, quickly became my favorite player, quickly became a Spurs fan. Rest is history. Should DJ be back after the? So you think he might be out Sunday? Spurs get around the league. Bobby, yes. People are very disrespectful of the Spurs. Um, I don't. I mean, they've been one of the best franchises in the NBA, even with these last 3 losing seasons since the Tim Duncan era. A 20-year dynasty. We're having our first rebuild, and we're a small market team, and we've had some of the greatest players in NBA history in David Robinson, in Tim Duncan, and even though they're not in the NBA 75, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, both going to be in the Hall of Fame, and that's all really since I started becoming a fan in '90. The GOAT, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. My Mount Rushmore is probably 5 players that I've watched in my lifetime: Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan. That's in no particular order. But Jordan, out of all 5 of those guys, was the one guy that I just saw take over the game on both ends of the floor, not just once in a while. It felt like all the time when he was on. He just was unstoppable, just unstoppable. You couldn't stop Shaq in the paint, but he couldn't hit a free throw to save his life. I have seen LeBron occasionally disappear in playoff games. Kobe was obviously unstoppable at times, but Michael was just sometimes on just. I know he didn't have a 3-point shot, but he had in the big man era of the 90s, he had one of the best post up games. He had just an incredible turnaround jumper. His mid range game was unbelievable. He obviously was one of the best finishers of all time at the rim. And for his size, probably the greatest 6'6" finisher of all time. And just the ferocity, just a will to win. Like, maybe not even a will to win. He hated to lose. Just hated to lose. Never seen anything like it. Except for maybe in Tom Brady, which is why Tom Brady is still winning championships in his 40s. He has that it factor. He hates to lose. Fat Cat, all-time top 5 since I started watching basketball. I don't include players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain because I didn't see them play. So it's not for me to evaluate somebody I only know in maybe a highlight here and there, and then just by looking at their statistics. Or Jerry West. A lot of Lakers in that list, by the way. Dennis Sell starts off when an open three, no good. So when I say top players of all time, it's from when I started watching because I can evaluate those players. Nice, old mate. I didn't see the 71 point game or the quadruple double S200. It wasn't televised in the 90s, and there was no NBA team pass back then either. It is Blazers ball, and they are down by 28. Can we at least have Jerry Eubanks maybe do a whole bunch of scoring? Williams into the paint, throws it up, no good. Foul going in line for 2. Yes, Mike Diaz. Tom Brady has taken pay cuts to help his team win. Take that for what you will. People say the NFC East is weak, but people forget the NFC North is way weaker than the NFC East. I just think of the NFC East, the Giants have been bad for the last 5 years. Washington's been kind of down. Philly's been up and down, and Dallas has been, sorry for Cowboys fans, they've been a disappointment every year. They have high expectations every year, and every year they get knocked out in the first round. First free throw is good, and the Blazers have David Robinson's number. Follow, I mean, it is better when your team's winning. I mean, when your team's getting crushed, those streams are not fun to do, but I'll still do them to the end. Second free throw is good. This game's not over, though. I hate to say that. We've seen some teams blow 20-plus point leads, and our Spurs are notorious for not showing up in the third quarter or fourth quarter or both at times. Demisel takes a 3. That rattles around and is good. Spurs got 80. Yeah, I saw everything on ESPN too, man. Delays a good evening. Everything would be in the newspaper the next day or on ESPN. I could never watch the games living in Massachusetts back in the 90s. The only time I saw the Spurs, which was in the playoffs, and thankfully for me, the Spurs were in the playoffs every single year in the 90s except for 96, 97 when Robinson only played 6 games. Pull up 3 is good by Greg Brown. The third gets the 3. Look what's going on. Thank you for stopping on. Disappointment, maybe. What do you mean, maybe? How can you say maybe? Your entire life, because I think I kind of guessed your age. Your entire life, every year was this is the Cowboys' year, dating back to Tony Romo. This is the year. This is the year. This is the year. You know how many times I've heard this is the year for the Dallas Cowboys? A lot. And what's happened? Kelvin Johnson fouled, goes in the line for 2, makes the first free throw. I'm not trolling. I'm just stating a fact. I have heard this is the year so many freaking times for the Dallas Cowboys. It makes me sick. Luke, you can't troll me. You're 16. You know how many playoff games have you seen the Cowboys win in your lifetime? You can't troll me, man. Knowing your age, 16, you have not seen the. I have seen the Cowboys when they were good back in the early 90s. You didn't get to experience that, my man. Those are long before your days. Hey, 3-pointer for the Blazers. Pop going to call a timeout. 82-57. Grizzlies up by 5 versus the Suns. Joshua, I wouldn't say they've stunk. They just haven't been a Super Bowl caliber team. Keldon Johnson with the ball. I mean, actually, Luke, you've seen the Giants win more Super Bowls in your lifetime than than your own team. That's not saying much because my team stinks. Devicel pull-up jumper is good, 84.57. All right, you got me, Bunny. This year is the year. You're right. This year will be the year. Pull up 3-4. Wow, the team's exchanged Greg Brown with another 3. Okay. Somebody must have a bet on the over-under, and they're calling up saying, hey, we need to cash this in. Start hitting some baskets. Trey Jones out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson over to Devicel. He's going to fake the 3. Takes off into the paint. Thunder dunk of justice. That's the third huge dunk tonight for the Spurs in the paint. That's 200. As a Cowboys fan, I'm guilty of saying this is the year. I'm right, though, right? That's happened a lot. CJ Elby for 3. No good. Jakob Poeltl. The Cowboys have won 3 playoff games in your life. The Giants have won 8. And we're bad, dude. Think about that. We've been bad for a while. Keldon into the paint. Throws up his own thunder dunk of justice, but misses and gets fouled going to the line for 2. Who will be better this upcoming season, the Pats or the Giants? Patriots. Patriots. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't say it's okay. 16. So you're born in yeah. Actually, you were you weren't watching the Giants when they beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 42, but you were alive. Look, I like having friendly trash talk with Cowboys fans. I really do, because you guys have been better than us. Much better than us the last 5 years. Come on, the Giants have lost 10 or more the last 5 years. They're in a major rebuild now. But the fact is, and don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring. And I know you've got one more Super Bowl than us, but you haven't won one since 95 season, right? So it's been a long time. I have seen the Cowboys win 3 Super Bowls in my lifetime, and I've seen the Giants also win 3 because I was not watching when the Giants won the Super Bowl 21. Drew Eubanks in the post, taking it one-on-one with Jakob Poeltl, former teammate. Turnaround jumper is no good. And Trey Jones with the rebound. Jones sprints up the court into the paint, stops, pops, gets blocked from behind, and it's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball at 19 on the clock. Yes, they do, Anthony. And Devin's looking good tonight. True, Caden. True. Yeah, those 5 chips and downs might be old, but why is it taking forever for a lot of teams to kick? A lot of teams stink, Mike. And you got to remember, free agency has changed things a lot in sports. Joshua Primo for 3. He's getting in on the action. I don't want to say it was easier, but like my Giants of the mid to late 80s with Lawrence Taylor and Bill Parcells and company, your Cowboys with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin, I think it was easier to keep championship teams together. Like the 49ers won 4 championships with Joe Montana. Hey, another 3 for the Blazers. Free agency now. Players, I think, move around a lot more, especially now in the NBA, which I don't like. So I think it makes it a little harder to win a championship. Jakob Poeltl with the ball. Out to Keldon Johnson. Spurs up 91-63 with 7:45 to go. Keldon going to drive into the paint and turns the ball over. Well, Keldon was thinking there. Just threw it right to Blevins. Blevins with the ball. Out to Drew Eubanks. Eubanks will pass it off to Keon Johnson. Keon Johnson guarded by Trey Jones. No relation to Keldon Johnson. And now a foul on the Spurs with 7:26 to go. Primo. Exactly, Anthony. Well, I hope DeJounte's good to go Sunday. It's just a respiratory issue, so hopefully this is a short-term thing. I feel like I'm lower than normal. I don't know. What's exactly Washington commanding? That's something we can... And a technical on the Spurs. Here's what I say. With Washington, because it is a joke, the Washington, whatever their name is today, that team has had 3 different names in 4 years. That's got to be a record in the NFL. They were the Redskins. Yes, I said a bad word. Whatever. Don't care. Then they were the Washington football team. For Drew Eubanks takes an alley-oop thunder dunk of justice for himself. And now they're Washington Commanders. 3 team names in 4 years. That's pathetic. What a joke. What a joke. Joshua Primo with the ball, drives, almost loses the ball, gets it back, 10 on the shot clock. Primo, a little crossover, back to Jakob Poeltl to Keldon Johnson. Johnson over to Devicel, back to Trey Jones. Somebody's got to shoot. Trey Jones drives baseline, throws it up, and behind the backboard, driving here, throws it, and then it's, wow, nice shot by Trey Jones. Nice full-time Spurs fan. You're older than I thought. Because that means you were watching football in the 70s. Oh, yeah, you're north of 50, I'm guessing. Cool. North of David Robinson's number. Drew Eubanks, turnaround jump hook. Nice, Drew. Calvin Johnson for three. Bunch of players fall down. I don't know what just happened. Bunch of Blazers just fell down. What was that? I'm looking at Kelvin shooting a three. I'm looking at the paint, and there's two Blazers on the ground. Wow. I don't like this lopsided game because people generally don't come in when the game's lopsided, and it's not the most exciting thing. Actually, we have a good crowd tonight, considering this has been just a freaking blowout. Washington Americans, just like the what? Washington Americans. Bradley, I don't think we're getting Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine. Probably not. Don Allen, hey, what's going on, my man? Go Spurs, go to you. A breaking Blazers ankles, apparently. I would prefer Jose that the Pelicans make the play-in over the Lakers. To be honest, not as a power. Yes, power three. There you go. I'll take the stress. Well, that's true. But you know what? Those stressful games are fun. When I mean, even though we the lost the other night, that was a fun game to call. Even though that Kelvin Johnson layup rolled off the end, yeah, it hurt. But man, that was still a lot of fun. Hopefully the Pelicans pull that magic tonight. Lakers are starting Westbrook, Bradley, El Legium, always damaged, and Dwight Howard. Okay. And now the freaking Eagles are changing. Wait, what? No, they're not. With this huge load of picks that we have, do you think that we will trade up? I think we should try to trade up, Bunny. The Spurs have 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick. I think they should. I don't want us to draft 3 players in the first round because 2 of those guys will be in the G League. So whatever our top pick is, let's say we finish number 10, make the play-in or whatever. Or let's say we don't make the play-in. Let's say we have the 9th overall pick. And then we also have the Raptors and Celtics are playing well. Let's say we also have like the 21st and 28th, 25th pick. I would definitely trade one of those picks in the 20s to try to move up in the draft, or trade both those 2 later picks to maybe a little higher pick. Maybe like, I don't know. I would rather move up instead. It's weird seeing DeJounte Murray play with his bobblehead on bobblehead night. He's not playing. I'm sorry. That's just weird. Yes, always damaged. AD. He's a great player. He's fragile. Look, I'm not stating anything that's not true. He's hurt almost all the time. You can be the best player in the NBA, but if you're not on the court with your team, you're not helping them win games. Yes, we do, Anthony. Celtics beat the Pacers. Okie dokie. New Orleans, I don't think the Lakers have beat the Pelicans this year, have they? Aren't they 0-2? For whatever reason, that team gives them trouble. And the Lakers are on a back-to-back, are they not? Didn't the Lakers play last night? And yes, they lost to the Jazz. Dito Lozada passes it out to 3 for Blevins. No good. Spurs ball. 6 minutes to go. 96-67. Full-time Spurs fan, I was going to say, you don't seem like you're over 50. I would say you would have to be like 55 or something to see all those games. Primo for 3. Short. No good. Kelvin Johnson gets the rebound, passes or knocks it out to Devin back to Jakob Poeltl, over to Kelvin. He's going to take a straight up 3. No good. Kelvin just firing only 3s tonight, apparently. It is Blazers ball, 5.5 minutes to go, down by 29. Are the Spurs going to beat them by plus 30? That 3-pointer is no good. Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. They are 0-2 against the Pelicans. You're 16, okay. Bucks are down 32. Is Giannis out, dude? What? Giannis has got to be out. No way you're down that much if Giannis is playing. Jakob Poeltl in the paint, the little jumper, no good. Man, he could have taken that at the rim. He could have. I was looking. You could have gone at the rim at that, big man. You didn't have to take that little jumper. Now the other way, a very tough drive, a miss, and a putback by who dat? Chris Dunn. Oh, the Blazers just 69 the Spurs. Almost forgot. Jay Rich has checked in for the Spurs. Devin with the ball. Devin going to drive into the paint. Stops, pops, difficult shot, and good. Very off balance, floating through the air. No Middleton, Giannis, Luka. Oh, you're missing half your darn team. Got it, Z dude. Yep, thank you, Jose. Yeah, that's man, they're resting everybody. Whoa, I don't know who just shot that brick for the Blazers, but that was freaking ugly. 98-69, 420. Smoke them if you got them. Spurs are just destroying what's left of the Blazers. Joshua Primo, Jakob Poeltl, baseline jumper, no good. Primo with the offensive board. Gets it out to Jay Rich. He'll take a three. No good. And now a steal by Jay Rich down the other end as the Blazers immediately turn the ball over. Dion, the Blazers are in full tank mode. They're the worst team in the NBA since the All-Star break. They're like 2-15 on their way to 2-16. Absolute tank mode for Portland. Demisel launches a three, no good. Didi Lazauda with the rebound. Get to the Lazauda! Get down! It is Blazers ball. Pull up three. Swish! Ben McLemore. And Pop's going to call timeout. Can't let them get on a run. Hooked up his little bro at the job. Oh, okay. Lemon, 15 Covington. Covington has 11 threes tonight. Damn. Well. One unexpected turn of events. Hey, can we get 250 thumbs up, my friends? We're at 128. We're getting close. How about a little go Spurs go? How about a little turn north? End the game. Boop, boop. All right, I'm done. McLemore and Keon be great. I'm not a big fan of games like this. I know my team's winning, but I would prefer to see a little bit more competitive game. Jerome, Spurs cover 16.5. Terrell, right now they are. The question is in the fourth quarter, if we go like deep in our bench, can our bench maintain a lead? I don't know. We'll see. Practice. Well, Dylan, we got another practice match Sunday. The Spurs play the same team on Sunday. Then after that, the schedule gets much tougher. It's going to be a race for the play-in between the Pelicans, the Lakers, and the San Antonio Spurs. That is the best the Blazers have out there, Joshua. Most of their team is missing. Seriously, they have so many freaking guys out. I mean, I don't know if they're tanking, it's injuries, or both. Bengals, we need this game and Sunday's game. The Nation, they have to make the play-in first, and then there's like this. I don't know how I think to make the playoffs, if they go in at number 10, they have to win twice. The NBA has it out on their website. It shows you like who plays who. I think 10 plays 9 and 7 plays 8, and then the winner of that plays the winner of that or something. I don't know. I don't think we're good enough to make the playoffs. I think we're good enough to make the play-in. And unfortunately, the Spurs have lost a lot of games this year they should have won. The first meeting with the Lakers, the Spurs should have probably won that one, but they missed like, 7 free throws in the fourth quarter. The game went to overtime, and then the Spurs lost. I mean, there's a couple other games we lost because of just tons of missed free throws. So they could easily, I would say, have 2 or 3 more wins with just better free throw shooting. It is what it is. What's up, in Bible I trust? 7-8 loser plays 9-10 winner. Spurs ball. Lead is down to 26, so Pop obviously called the timeout. You need to call a timeout. The other, players were getting back into this game. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Lonnie Walker El Cuatro has checked in for San Antonio. Lonnie gets pickpocketed. 3-on-1 fast break for the Blazers. And the layup is good. I think that was Reggie Terry with the layup. And it's slowly coming back in the game. Slowly but surely. Josh Richardson out 3-point lane. Gets it to Zach Collins. Collins surveys the land. Get it over to Keldon. Open for 3. Pulls it down. Drives into the paint. Euro step. Loses the ball. Spurs getting a little sloppy in the third quarter. Don't let Portland back into this. This would be an embarrassing loss if somehow Portland came back and won this freaking game. Pull up 3 is way no good. Who the heck shot that? That was oogly. That might have been Ben McLemore for the Portland. That was way off. Kelvin down the other end, out to Josh Richardson, thinks about a three, pulls it down into Zach Collins in the post. Collins, a little give and go with KBD. KBD jumper is no good. Fouled going to line for two. Wizards beat the Mavs by 32. Shut the front door. We had too many close games that should have won. Yes, Ken, exactly. Lots of close games. It is what it is. That's how our young team learns and learns how to close out games, which they're still working on. I really feel like I'm low tonight. If it's just me, I'm going to put my camera down a little bit. It's bothering me. That's a little better. Maybe. I felt like really short here, sitting next to Manu. Like really, really short. Second free throw is no good, and now a whistle. Lane violation, maybe? Yep. Goes against the Spurs, though, so it'll be Blazers ball down 99-74, 2:25 to go. They sure are drawing a lot of blowout games tonight. I'm sure the NBA is thrilled. Smallest point differential among teams with losing record. Yep, the Spurs. Facts. Yep, we have lost a lot of close ones. Won some close ones too, but definitely have lost games that felt like they should have been in dubs. Ben McLemore with the ball right now. We'll pass it out to Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn. Down 3-point land, 6 on the shot clock. We'll get it to Reggie Perry. Perry back to Ben McLemore. McLemore's going to take a three, and it is no good. Zach Collins with the rebound. A little Masago over here. Trey Jones over to Zach Collins. He's going to take a three. Oof, brick. Well, our three-point shooting this quarter has been Portland ball. Minute 40 to go. And almost a steal by Trey Jones. Chris Dunn gets the loose ball, takes it into the paint, throws down a two-handed dunk between a couple Spurs. The Blazers are actually starting to get a little more into this. KBD for three. Nope. We're missing all our shots, turning the ball over, and slowly letting Portland back into this game up 99-76. Didi Lazauda with the ball. Lazauda! Over to Reggie Perry. Reggie Perry will dish it back out. Chris Dunn passes it out for three. Didi Lazauda for three. It's a 20-point game. Pop's going to call a timeout. It's a 20-point game. We're letting him back in. We have been on in the upper 90s for a while. Spurs and Lakers will most likely get clapped by the Suns in the first round, but I'm rooting for both the Spurs and the Suns to make the play-in. The Suns to make the play-in? Did you mean the Pelicans? EJC? The Suns aren't going to be in the play-in. They're in the playoffs already. I'm pretty sure they've locked up a spot. And the Spurs have looked like poo the last couple minutes. Lonnie Walker out to Trey Jones. Jones back to Jay Rich. Jay Rich rifles into Zach Collins in the post. Collins going to drive baseline, spins around, takes the shot, misses, going on the line for two. Pelicans, all right. I had a feeling, hey, Naked HD's in the chat. Ah, good old Naked HD and their online. How do you strip without clothing? How do you strip without clothing? Like, don't you need something to take off? To like... Yeah, Eric, our win streak got busted up. That tough loss against the Pelicans Wednesday night. He came in with the plug. The Suns are down by 10? Wow. Zach Collins' second free throw. Collins is like 7 and 9 from the line tonight. Make that 8. I think that's his 10th free throw. 40 seconds ago, Spurs back up by 22. Finally get some points on the board. Granted, by free throws, but we'll take whatever you can get. When you can't score, take what the refs will give you. That McLemore pull-up jumper, good. All of a sudden, the Portland coming to life here in the second half. There's still something to play for. Pride. You don't want to get absolutely decimated on the basketball court. So nice to see Portland. Yeah, they're getting beat, but they're still trying. Grizzlies beating Suns without stars. Wait, are the Suns resting on their guys too? Josh Richardson going to take a long three. No good. Scramble for the board. And the Blazers will come down with it. They'll hold for the last shot. 3, 2, 1. 3-point attempt. No good. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. The Spurs are up by 20. Hey, Alpha, good evening. How much time left? The fourth quarter. Spurs 20 of 23 from the line. Portland 7 of 10. WTF? Portland's not getting into the paint, Joshua. I don't think it's a matter of getting calls tonight. Portland's just settling for jumpers, which when you have a bunch of guys are Portland on a 10-1 run, ugh. A bunch of guys that don't play together. Yeah. We did lose the quarter. We got one more left. Maybe Portland's trying to make this a little interesting before the night's over. Keep us on our toes a little. Like, say, hey, we're still here. I know Eubanks wish he never said it's going to be a different. Oh, Drew Eubanks did say it would be different. Well, it was different. We didn't score 81 points in the first three quarters. We only had like 77. So it was different. But yeah, Eubanks did talk some smack. Sure. I'll say you're a better coach. I'm sorry. I don't like blowouts. B-Town Breakdown. Oh, man, look at this score. What the heck's going on here? I need the Lakers to lose tonight. I got the Spurs up by 20. I got the Spurs playing the Blazers again on Sunday. I need the Lakers to lose. But the Lakers are healthy right at the wrong time. The end of the season, getting Anthony Davis back tonight. I'm sorry, AD always damaged. They got LeBron back tonight. It's going to be rough. Grizzlies beat the Suns without. Whoa! The Grizzlies didn't have it. Man, the Grizzlies could be a serious dark horse in the NBA playoffs. The Grizzlies are now 20-2 without John Morant, league zone. Because when they beat the Spurs, they were 18-2, went to 19-2. So I believe the Grizzlies now, without John Morant, are 20 wins against 2 losses, which is absolutely ridiculous. They are dangerous. I'm sorry, Bobby, man. It's a blowout. What can I say? Portland signed TSR to 3 or 150. Blowouts make me sleepy. I'm glad my team's winning, but man. By the way, Bobby, I changed my backdrop. I don't know if you were. I think you were here last time I mentioned that. I'm just repeating myself. But my friends, I changed the backdrop a little bit. I made the scoreboard one entire giant bar on top for y'all. It used to look like this. I just made a white bar that's the same size as the scoreboard. And I think it's much easier on the eyes because you can see the logos obviously much better. Clippers scored buck 51 tonight. My Zodiac, I'm a Leo. I signed with Giants 5 years. Next quarterback, huh, J Money? Well, I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones is not the guy. But I hope he proves me wrong and he has a great year. Anyway, Blazers will start off the fourth quarter down 101-81. CJ Ellaby for 3, no good. I was going to say, if that goes in and we're into the teens. I do play basketball. I have a basketball hoop in my backyard. Trey Jones into the paint. Runner, good. There we go. That's a good way to start the quarter with a bucket. Suck it. We got a bucket. 103-81. And now a steal by Josh Richardson. Spurs have a 5-on-2. Gets to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie in the paint. Acrobatic layup. Is good. Flying through the air. I believe I can fly. 105-81. Lonnie putting up some Spurs putting up some highlight type plays in the paint tonight. Dan Vassell, Joshua Primo, Lonnie Walker all had big dunks in the paint. Lonnie with 2 very acrobatic moves. And now we're going to have a foul on the Blazers after the Reggie Curry miss. That Robinson jersey? Is that about my David Robinson? I got a Duncan jersey. I got a Kellen. I got 3 jerseys now, my man. I need to get some New York Giants jerseys. I only have Eli Manning. I don't really feel comfortable buying any of the current New York Giants because I don't know who's going to be here after this season. So I might have to go old school like Lawrence Taylor or Tiki Barber. Lonnie's been sorry. He's had 3 great plays tonight. 3 very acrobatic, crazy athletic plays. Or he had 2 crazy athletic layups and then 1 big dunk in the paint. So he's been on a highlight. Yes, Keldon is on me. Welcome back. I'm back, bro. Asia, when'd you start talking like that? How about a 3 for the Spurs? I didn't even see who shot that. I was looking at the chat. Was that Primo for 3? And now almost a turnover for the Blazers. Instead, we're going to have a Ben McLemore 3, and that's good. I want the Pelicans to win. Hey, Alpha. I'm not buying a Daniel Jones jersey because he might not be with the team next season. I'm not doing that. I can't do it. Kelvin Johnson, he thinks about a three, pulls it down. Out to Lonnie Walker. He'll take the three, and he will miss the three. The current Giants are, yeah, they are hard to believe that such a pathetic, sad franchise like the New York Giants, such pathetic losers, beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Not once, but twice. 18 and 1, anybody? 18 and 1? Anyway, that's a miss in the paint for the Spurs. Blazers ball getting focused back on the game. And McLemore goes for his own big, huge dunk, gets blocked, but we're going to have a foul. Ben McLemore to the line for two. The Blazers have cut it to a 22-point game. It was Lonnie. Okay, I didn't see what was Roy Rico saying. Lonnie with the big three. Okay. I don't know. I wanted to sound tough. It just threw me off. I was like, Asia, what? Mike Glennon jersey? No. 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 Rocket shut down. Wow, did they? Daniel Jones is a free agent after next season. Blazers going to backdoor the spread, right? Spread is what, 15 and a half or something? Ben McLemore's first free throw is good. I'll say this as a Pats fan: Giants are GOAT kryptonite. Fair, Anthony. That's fair. Middle finger. You had to do me like that. I thought we was friends. Look, you have more rings than us, Bobby. I will concede that, much like the Yankees have more rings than the Red Sox. But, but, head to head, we got you in the two biggest game. Probably I don't know if Super Bowl 42 was the biggest Patriots Super Bowl of all time, but you had a chance to be the greatest team of all time. So leave it at that. I'll admit, hey, we got a little lucky. The defense, credit to Joshua Primo for three. Switch! Credit to that front four of our Giants defense in 2007 and 2011, getting pressure on Brady where other teams couldn't. And Tom Brady, I'll concede he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Oof, total brick city by Portland on that shot. But any quarterback under pressure, and no matter how good you are, is human. Keldon Johnson for three. Switch! Spurs is taking some shooting practice. Ben McLemore screaming at the ref he wanted a push-off. I'm sure he would, Beantown, Bobby. Phil McConkey going back. Rich that. Oh, good thing the cameras, you can't see below my waist because there's a tent being pitched right now. Huge tent. Red Sox Yankees April 7th, man. Buck Foston. I got something right here for the Red Sox, and I got something right here for them. That is one team I genuinely dislike, but I have to. I'm a Yankees fan. It's in my blood. It's in my veins. Swish after swish is right. Queso can, man, I like queso. It's so unhealthy, but man, it's delicious. Yo, Evan Avery Gonzalez. Thank you for stopping in. It's raining threes. Hallelujah. Kobe. How much time left? We just went to commercial break, Evan, but the Spurs have been, we should win this game, even without DeJounte Murray. Again, he's out, respiratory illness. Hopefully, this is just very temporary and he's back Sunday. Yes, F Boston all day, every day. Yeah, he did, Big Sean. He had to bring the start. I mean, the Spurs don't play again until Sunday. So get your guys out there and, gotta cover that spread. A guard dropped a gun on the field after the Super Bowl in '86. McConkey claimed he picked it up and gave it to. I didn't actually know that. No cap. I missed my name looking blue. Bobby and Tom, maybe you'll get it back. This channel, I don't consider myself a snowflake. I make a lot of jokes that maybe I shouldn't. But when I'm on YouTube, I try to keep, obviously politics out, but certain things I don't want to see on the channel. And I think you know what happened that night. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up in the chat. And I just, I'm all for, whatever. But when I'm on YouTube, I want to have a certain, just I don't want certain things on the channel. Just my personal preference. If you really want to find out some of my opinions on things, go to TSR Music. I do have political songs over there, and I definitely let it rip over there at times. And probably will do something. Actually, I might do a Yankee Stink song because he's been so bad or disappointing the last decade. I have the music that would match a Yankee Stink chant. So maybe I'll do that. Oh, all right, Joshua. That's cool, man. Isn't Shaden Sharp a guard, though? Man, I don't think I want to. I don't want to guard. And now a big block by Jakob Pertl on Greg Brown, but Brown was fouled before the shot. He's going to go to the line for two. Somebody got to check on the Jets Knicks fans twice here. Hey, the Entertainer Talking Sports is still around, although he's stopped doing New York's Knicks coverage. I don't know why. I don't know if any of you are subscribed to Entertainer. I know some of you, like Asia and Bobby, are, but I don't know if I don't know what happened with him and the Knicks. Did he just lose interest when they started losing? I'm not trying to be a jerk by saying that, but they just say, you know what, screw it. Well, that can't be true because he's a Giants fan. We suck for the last 5 years. I think he just rather would do the New York Giants content. I think that's what it comes down to. I think he enjoys football more. Did I put one too many free throws on the board? No. NBA scoreboard messed up again. I was right. It was wrong. Second time tonight. I was right. It was wrong. 8:45 to go. Spurs up 114 to 90. Jakob Pertl! Thunder dunk of Jakob Pertl! Power TURTLE power! Finally, Jakob's getting out on the show and throwing down a hard one. Evan, those last games are going to be tough, but I also don't know which teams are going to be resting or which aren't. We have 5 games remaining. I think we'll go either 2-3 or 3-2 more than likely. That pull-up jumper is no good by CJ Ellaby. Spurs ball up by 26, a little over 8 minutes to go. Trey Jones out to Joshua Primo. He's going to take another 3. No good. He does do Knicks content. Daniel Berrigan, does he, Asia? I can't remember the last time I saw him stream a New York Knicks games live. Is he done one recently? Ellaby misses a layup in the paint. That kind of night for the Blazers. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. He'll get it up to Trey Jones. Jones drives in the paint. Reverse layup, no good. And it is Blazer. And now Trey Jones steals the ball back. Turnover, Portland. That kind of night, man. That kind of night for Portland. Jones guarded by Drew Eubanks. That's not good. Gets it over to Devasel. All day open for a 3. Switch! Yes, finally throwing it down. Finally. Wow, Blazers sucks. Yep. To make the play in, Evan, that's another miss by the Blazers. Another missed layup in the paint. May have been partially blocked. The Lakers need to lose some games. The Spurs are not going to win out the rest of their schedule, so they need the Lakers, especially to lose tonight. Got to go up a game on them. Jakob Pertl in the paint, turnaround, spin around, hook shot's good, and the Spurs are back up by 31. Butterfly, what's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. And now a foul as the Spurs are bringing in some of the reserves. Kings beat the Rockets again, getting close to the Kings? No. The Kings are not going to catch LA. No, if the Kings somehow pass the Lakers, that would be ridiculous. And I just don't see that happening. A lot of Thunder Nuts Millennial movies. A lot of Thunder Ducks. The Prune, there's no McDormand. He's out for the year, my man. He's done for the season. Well, done for the regular season, at least. I like how you're so excited and then push your keyboard so gentle. Well, I don't want... Ball's knocked. I mean, I don't want to slam my keyboard to put the points on it. Wild Kane and F the Lakers. Not F the Lakers. F what they did trying to buy a championship this year. I'm fine with that. But I don't have any like disdain for any of the players on the team. They're just out there trying to win games. But F trying to buy a championship all day, every day. Real championships are built and not bought. TSR Sports, April 1st, 2022. Victor, time will tell. Anything's possible, man, in sports. You never know. Teams get hot at the right time. 4 on the shot clock for the Blazers. They need to get a shot off. Brandon Williams, pull-up jumper. And he hits it with the buzzer going off. Yeah, I've heard their coach is kind of sucky. Prune. Well, homework, school comes first. Joshua Primo's going to take a straight-up 3. Short, no good. He had the open shot. Why not take it? 121-92. That's a 3 for the Blazers. And I hope they don't go deep into their bench. I'm not going to know who anybody is. Spurs ball, KBD in the game, over to Zach Collins, to Jacques Landale, and that's a turnover. Landale couldn't catch the pass. The pass was a little off. Spurs actually going big right now with Landale, Collins, and KBD out there. Another bucket. Greg Brown the third gets into the paint with a layup, and now the Blazers trying to make a run at, killing the spread, if you will, making everybody unhappy in Las Vegas. 5:40 to go. Lonnie Walker over to Zach Collins. Collins with 6 on the shot clock, guarded by Drew Eubanks, starts to drive into the paint, throws up the layup, and it's good. Nice job by Zach Collins, creating for himself. Am I doing the Lakers game? Heck no. I can't do the Lakers game anyway. I don't have the NBA League Pass or NBA TV or TNT or ESPN or any of those. And plus, I don't want to watch the Lakers because, quite frankly, I want them to lose. Drew Eubanks hook shot's good, but I'm not going to watch teams I don't care about anymore, and I don't care about LA. I don't care. No desire to watch them whatsoever. KBD for 3, no good. Can't get in on the action. Primo can shoot, Michael. He hit a 3 earlier. And we're going to have a foul on the Spurs as Greg Brown got hit in the face. Mini triple towers. LeBron and AD are playing EJC. The question is, can they both stay healthy? LeBron's been nursing an ankle injury and knee injuries this season. And Anthony Davis, he's always damaged. AD, he's always, we'll see. I'm not wishing, Bobby, I'm not going to argue for that. I'm not wishing injury on either of them. They're just, the Lakers got to be very careful. They're not playing well this year. And their 2 franchise players have been dealing with injuries. Pelicans fans, I'm rooting for you, man. What's up, Andy? Bailey Sports has been letting you guys down. One of the favorites. Oh, the Lakers were definitely a favorite to win the title when the season started. Absolutely. No doubt they were a favorite. Oh, okay, Boy Rico, got you. Spurs ball, 123-100, 4:50 to go. Blazers are in the bonus. Somebody must have called the refs and said, hey, got to get this game under the spread. Zach Collins out to Lonnie Walker. He's going to take a 3, and he will airball it. And then Lonnie steals the ball at the other end, but he had an airball 3 right there. It was a swish, but it swished the bottom of the net. Lonnie, come on, man. Jacques Landale into KBD. KBD in the paint. Runs his man over. Charge or a block? Offensive foul. Blazers ball. We need a big. I know some people have talked about the Spurs drafting a guard in the first round as a joke. Some have said maybe Shaedon Sharpe gets drafted. I don't want a guard, man. I don't want another guard. Although we've been lighting up on the guards, and if Lonnie Walker doesn't come back and Trey Jones is off the team, we're really going to need guards. And if Jay Rich leads too, we actually will need a guard. That's a miss. Rebound. Follow-up 3 is good for Keon Johnson. That's a 20-point game. The spread was like 16, I think. So the Blazers trying to beat that spread. Lonnie Walker with the ball. Over to Trey Jones. Jones going to drive, takes off into the paint, steps back, 10 on the shot clock, will reset the offense. Jones surveying the area like surveyors do. Zach Collins is open for 3. Jones going to take the pull-up jumper, no good. And KBD with the little tip in. Ladies and Bacon, TSR, we lost against the Grizzlies. They won against the... Yes, I heard they won against the healthy Suns without, any of their starters. Yes, Keon Johnson. I don't even know who that is. I know he just got a missed 3 by the Blazers, though. I thought Trey Jones' contract was optional, Evan. I thought it was not guaranteed. Zach Collins gets rejected in the paint. No. And now a layup down the other end is no good, but the putback by Keon Johnson lighting up the San Antonio Spurs in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go, 125-105. El Quattro in 3-point land. Over to Jacques Landale. Landale drives baseline, takes it up, and gets fouled. My family's at the game. Nice. I'm going to look up Trey Jones' contract real quick on Basketball Reference because they're usually very accurate with contracts. And we have a timeout. This would be a good time to get Devontae Caycock in there. Joe Wieskamp, neither are there. Trey Jones, what's your contract, my man? Current contract, 2022, 2023 is non-guaranteed. It's 1.7 million. So they could cut him if they decide they don't want to bring him back. And I don't know if he's played well, but I feel like Spurs fans are kind of 50-50 on him. Maybe because his three-point shooting is abysmal. This year, Trey Jones is shooting 13% from beyond the arc. That's not a typo. 13%. Yeah, his assist to turnover ratio is fantastic. 3 assists to 0.7 turnovers. That's a 4-to-1 ratio in limited action. He's also small. He's 6'1", on a team that struggles with its size already. NBA TV with LeBron and AD back have a chance to compete in the playoffs. Is Zard already saying that? And if he ever gets like his brother, starts shooting like, Tyus Jones wasn't the best shooter, was he? Yeah, what something changed to the NBA changed because of something. I don't remember what it was. Like there was a moment in time where it kind of got. Oh, the Malice in the Palace. Wasn't it around that time frame when the NBA kind of made the switch and got the. Look at Tyus Jones' career. Actually, he was never a great shooter. He really struggled his rookie year, his second year. And he got better, but he's not great. Tyus Jones, a career 43% shooter from the field and 35% from threes. He's a little better this year at 45% and 38%. He's also playing on a better team. Let's not beat around the bush. The Grizzlies are a much better team than our Spurs are. That's just a fact, Jack. What can I say? Let's get back into the game. Coming from the timeout. Come on, NBA Team Pass. Let's go. Spurs winning the championship. Which year? Because you're obviously not talking about this year. Ernesto, I know. Grizzlies, man, they're going to be dangerous in the playoffs. I would not want to play Memphis in the playoffs. Even with LeBron, AD, and Westbrook, the Suns will clap them. Maybe. We'll tell. Well, time will tell. Trade will be better than his brother. Okay. I'm not going to write off the Lakers yet. I am wishing for them to get knocked out of the playoffs, obviously. But if they're healthy going into, the supporting cast, I think, is going to be this problem. And I don't think there's team chemistry there. And what's the chemistry going to be like with Anthony Davis coming back to the lineup and he hasn't played in what, a month, 2 months? I don't know. Rogue, what's going on? Rooting for the play-ins. All right, my man or woman. I don't know. All right, my person. Memphis and Toronto are our worst. Toronto. If we play Toronto, Z, dude, that would be the NBA Finals. We're not. That's the only way we play Toronto in the playoffs. Jacques Landale's at the line for two. Makes the first one, 126-105. 2:51 to go in the game. 2:51. Landale's short on the second free throw. 21-point game. And the Spurs, surprised Trey Jones is still out there. And Primo, two of our starters. We have any other guards we can put out there? Nothing? Nobody? Reggie Perry with the ball right now for the Blazers. 10 on the shot clock. Dishes it out to Keon Johnson. Johnson's runner off the glass is no good. Reggie Perry misses the putback dunk. Gets the third chance opportunity with the jumper in the paint. As the Spurs still, even with big leads, like to give up second and third chance opportunities. Joshua Primo with the ball right now for San Antonio into Jacques Landale. Landale into Collins in the paint. Collins goes for a dunk, gets blocked, and he's going to go to the line. Zach Collins getting to the line a lot tonight. Seems like it's his second address. Kawhi versus San Antonio is my dream. Finally, sweep is ASS. Rogue, we do need some playoff experience. I just don't know if we're going to get it this year. Oh, good point, EJC. First free throw is good. Consecutive games with 20 points. 22 years of age and younger. Tim Duncan with 13. Willie Anderson with 6. Keldon Johnson with 5. And we only have 5 more games left. But Keldon Johnson on a roll. Zach Collins missed the second free throw. Welcome back, Sebastian. No TSR, A triple S. Okay. That's a 3 block by that rim. Dude, that's such a trip. Defense player of the game. The left side rim. The left side of the rim's defensive player of the game. First time I will cheer for the Pelicans. True, Z dude. A lot of these guys won't be here when we get playoff. I think DeJounte will be here. I think Keldon will be here. Primo, Devin, maybe Lonnie. Does get a little wishy-washy after that, doesn't it? 2 free throws for Portland. 108, 127. As that Keon Johnson having a heck of a fourth quarter. I don't know who he is. Robert, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Time left there is 2:02, so it's safe to say the Spurs are probably going to win this game. I don't see the Blazers coming back with less than 2 minutes to go, down by 18. It is wishy. It is a little wishy-washy. I'll admit it. But a lot of teams you could say that after their turnover by Primo after their top 5 guys. You just don't know. Keon Johnson baseline. Why am I saying Keon Johnson all night now? This is the baseline 3. It is Spurs ball. Minute and a half to go. Both teams in the bonus, and I'm losing my voice. So the game is ending right around the appropriate time. Landale tries to force it into Zach Collins' turnover. Not a good pass by Jacques Landale, and a big dunk down the other end. I think that was Reggie Perry. Wow, I really am losing my voice. 120 with a spread. There's a spread. There is a spread. Ghost, please go to you too, Franz. There is the spread. They got to lose by less than 15. We're right on the cusp of the spread. And Jacques Landale tries to force it into Zach Collins again, and it's a turnover. The Spurs are doing everything they can to get this game under the spread. Reggie Perry into the paint, misses the shot, fouled, going to the line for 2. Edie made his first shot. All right. Sure. I think we should keep Josh Richardson Spencer. I don't know if we will. They probably could trade him for. He's showing he can still play. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs trade Jakob Poeltl in a pick to try to move up in the draft, or Josh Richardson in a pick to try to move up. This win eliminated the Blazers from the playoffs. Well, that's too bad. Vegas called. They sure did. One more free throw, and the Blazers will have it under the spread. Missed the free throw. Miss the free throw. Keep Jay Rich at all costs. I like his game. I don't know if he's going to be a starter for us, but I like him as a 6th or 7th man, or 7th man if Lonnie can be our 6th. He's a wing too, so he can play at the 2 and 3, like half our team. Jacques Landale for 3. Good! Oh, so much for the spread. Landale's 3 puts the Spurs back over the spread. Can the Blazers get it back? Can they get it back? Reggie Perry to Brandon Williams. Williams going to drive, throws it off the glass, no good. And the Blazers are not going to cover the spread. Trey Jones will bring it up the court, and he will just dribble it out. We need the Lakers to lose tonight. Wow, the Clippers 153 to 119 over the Bucks. Look, I know this is a bad tanking Blazers team, but we had to win this game, Spurs fans, and we did. We play the same team on Sunday. No reason to think we can't beat them again. We just need the Lakers to start losing some games too. 8 players for the Spurs in double digits. All right, we'll take that. Jacques Landale's 3 makes it 130 to 112. And actually, the Team Pass box score is not up to date, so I'm going to have to go to NBA.com. No, don't say goodbye, Lakers. Don't talk smack now. It is way too early. We have no idea how they're going to finish their season, so no goodbye, none of that. Don't go there. Not time yet. All right, let's pull up the box score. I'm going to have to look at it on my computer, so I can't see the chat for a moment. CJ Elleby went 0 for 8 from the field. He finished with 0. Greg Brown III with 13. Drew Eubanks finished with 13. Keon Johnson finished with a team-high 20. Brandon Williams with 17. Blevins with 10. McLemore with 12. Chris Dunn with 12. Didi Lazula with 3. Reggie Perry with 11. And Elijah Hughes with 0. Wow, Blazers played a lot of different guys tonight. For the San Antonio Spurs, Demisel had a pretty solid game with 22 points. Kelvin Johnson with 21 points, including 5 of 8 from the arc. Jakob Poeltl with 13. Joshua Primo with 13. Trey Jones with 9 points and 9 assists. Off the bench, Josh Richardson with 12, Zach Collins with 15 and 9 boards. So Zach Collins, a nice game off the bench, including 9 of 12 from the line. Lonnie Walker gave us 12 off the bench. KBD with 3. Jacques Lindale with 10. Made all his shots. He went 3 of 3 and 2 for 2 from the arc. And DeJounte Murray didn't play. So there you go. If you guys get that thumbs up on the way out, I would graciously appreciate it. It still helps the channel, even if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet and the stream's over. So we need the Pelicans to win tonight. Nate, yeah, they got LeBron and Anthony Davis. We need the Pelicans. Joey, what's going on? Go Spurs, go. I'll actually get one of these up here. Go Spurs, go. All right. Good win for our Spurs. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. We get the Blazers again Sunday. I'll be obviously live for that and every Spurs game for the rest of the season. I'll be doing my recap for the week tomorrow, by the way. I'll have that up between like 10:30 and 11 a.m. A recap of this week. Just missed going 3-0 this week. If that Keldon Johnson layup dropped, we'd be on a 6-game winning streak, but it didn't drop, so it is what it is. Yes, Kohler Jester, I fully expect us to win. Go Pelicans, too. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!